Welcome to where heaven is at. Welcome to my therapy session where I role play Christ like a method actor every day of my life. Awaken the God within. You already know what we do if you know who we are, because we know you. Awaken the God within. The power of God is in your fingertips. Use your free will and live as a king amongst men, as an immortal amongst mere mortals. Awaken the God within. Book link is in the description. The book is available on Amazon. Click the link in the live description and get you one. Awaken the God within. You are powerful beyond your greatest human imagination. You are more powerful than your human ego would allow you to conceptualize. You are an immaculate conception. Welcome to your true identity, God. Because if it ain't God, then it is fraud. You feel me? We live in God authentic because that's authentic. We live in our life like God in it. You feel me? Facts. I am KO, KOG, knockouts guaranteed. I am KO God. KO means co means with. I am with God. I am co-God. I am cooperating. I am communicating. All right, I am co-man sense. KO. Y'all know how it go. Glory be to God, that's for sure. We running it up. Spreading the word of God. All glory be to Big G-O-D. When you see me, you see he who sent me, because he doing his works through me. You feel me? All glory be to God, man. Shout out to the chat. Somebody said, you said that God is the same as God. I mean, yeah, that's because God is the same as God. God is God. You know what it is. Somebody said, invite me down. Family, I'm up. I can only invite you up to heaven with God, where God is God. Keep it simple. It's easy. Don't overcomplicate it. We just breathing. Somebody say, how do I repent? You spread the understanding of God. You help other people understand God in their heart. That's how you repent. Somebody say, invite me to a boxing ring. Family, you can do whatever you want to do. I punch. Make it make sense, and I'll punch with you, regardless. You already have my invitation. I have invited the entirety of humanity into a pair of gloves to punch with me. I am KOG, knockouts guaranteed. This is how I breathe. I punch daily. So yes, all you gotta do is make it make sense, and I'll punch with you, family. All right? Somebody say, hello, Mr. KO, how are you doing today? I'm doing God today. It's love. Somebody said, from lessons? What you mean from lessons? Just help people understand God, and the word of God is love. Somebody say, how old are you? I am older than time. All right, time cannot measure my age. Somebody say, happy Friday, bro. Happy every day. Feel me, is love. Run it up. You know that though. Big KO. Now, love on my end, we just giving all the glory to God. That's where it belongs. You feel me? Respect where respect is due. You say, how old am I? I'm older than time can. I'm older than recorded than record. I'm older than record. I am pre-recorded. I am prehistoric. You understand me? And why would I rely on, like, you want me to be a derivative of the Gregorian calendar? You want me to be a derivative of man's concept of time? Somebody say he tapped in. Yeah, I'm tapped into God directly. I'm a direct descendant of the Most High, direct extension of the source. It's common sense. Somebody say he's probably like 35. Somebody say, Mr. KO, what exactly is the Mandela effect? The Mandela effect is a ripple in the quantum. It's like the Mandela effect is proof that the past is plastic, right? The Mandela effect is proof that memory is rendered that we live in an eternal loop where you get to make different decisions that become a different line of consequences, right? The timeline is a line that measures the distance between consequences, and you can choose alternate timelines. The Mandela effect is a colloquial cultural recognition of fifth dimension timeline skipping. You feel me? But they call it a collective misremembering. Like a group of people remember something that never happened. It's not like one or two people, it's an entire section of the population. Somebody said this too high, this the most high. Somebody said you heard about them aliens in Florida. I don't have no idea what type of conversation you trying to initiate. But yeah, just look into the Mandela effect for yourself. See what you think about it. All I know is free will is the ability to change the line of consequences that you experience as a decision maker. Somebody said we as brown skinned people are the blueprint to the earth. No, God is the blueprint to the earth. Why are you stupid? That was a very unintelligent thing to say. Very illogical. Fuck is you think skin? This nigga talking about skin. Somebody said that's racist. Yeah, anything that is decided on race is decidedly racist. That's facts. Somebody said, I just got here. Your face looks very serious. My face looks like God, as I am the image. Somebody said, bro, yapping and saying nothing. There's nothing to say. If ever you thought somebody was going to say something, you vulnerable. You gullible. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nothing to be said. God said it all already and documented it. And it's just prophecy from that point. It says, and with that, free will is the ability to change your destination in life. If I understand you correctly, you understand that you are experiencing your consequences and you experience the consequences directly associated with the decisions that you make. So continue to develop the way you create the consequences you experience. Yeah. Nobody has control over your free will for you. Somebody said there's nothing to say, then shut the fuck up. I mean, just because there's nothing to say don't mean that I'm not able to express myself. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up just because you don't appreciate how I vent. Venting is breathing. Breathing is living. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna say a bunch of whatever I wanna say, and it ain't gonna mean nothing anyway, so I'm free. I can say whatever I wanna say because it wasn't gonna mean anything anyway. So I speak freely, family. You shut the fuck up because people don't appreciate you. You a coward in real life. You let other people control whether what you say is valuable or not. I don't care if you appreciate what I'm saying or not. Don't listen to me. Go somewhere else. He said, give me your address. Family, go find you something constructive to do with your life instead of trying to be a parasitic organism trying to siphon my energy. That's over with. Somebody say, hello, brother. You are always cooking. God bless you. Share this love. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe. Put some love on the live. You feel me? It's over with. Somebody said, damn, you cooked the shit out of him. I mean, that's because he need to be in the flame. He need to be in Daniel 3:25. Sometimes you got to put people in that hellfire. Sometimes you got to put people in the lake of fire so that you can purify their ego, purify their soul, let their soul glow. Yeah, sometimes you got to cook these niggas. You got to flame broil. You got to roast them. Yeah, you got to put the mirror up so they can see they shit. Facts. Big reason. I'm reading the Holy Tablets right now by Dwight York. It don't matter what you're reading. All that matters is how you living. Are you a good person doing good business with others? Are you forgiving? Are you understanding? Are you evolving? Are you growing? Are you staying in alignment with God's laws? We don't care what you're reading, what you got going on in your life, though. That's all we care about. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, big facts. Everybody want kudos for their conversation. We ain't worried about what you talking about. That's why we say glove up or shut up. We trying to punch. If you ain't trying to punch, then we ain't interested in having a conversation with you. Somebody say, bro, got gloves on just to talk. That's facts. I got gloves on for whatever decision that I decided. You feel me? Like, I do what I want to do in my life. You understand me? I do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it. You feel me? Do whatever. Facts. Yeah, I live however I choose to live. It's the definition of freedom, family. You need to find something constructive to do with your life. I appreciate that love, Jay. Jay Mill said, I like your responses, brother. That's love. Somebody say you worship Satan. Family, we not worried about the loser in the situation. You saying Satan because you know that God is the eternal victor. All we do is pay attention to he who is victorious. Only losers pay attention to losers, family. Facts. Even in Satan's own story, Satan ain't the numero uno, nigga. God is the one. Somebody say, you easy work, brother. Stop trying to judge other men. You are a degenerate. What's wrong with you? Nigga trying to size me up. Nigga, you homoerotic, my boy. Somebody said, why don't you wash your hair? Because I don't want you to be sexually attracted to me, you goofy-ass perverted individual. Somebody said, I can see the devil in your eyes. That's because you see the devil. We see no, hear no, speak no evil. Our eye is focused on God and God only. You see the devil because you see the devil. Somebody says, you could tell this dude responds without thinking every time. That's because God already got the answer. I ain't got to think about it. Somebody says, family, we don't think, we just do. Only losers think before they do. That's why it's called action, not reaction. That's facts, nigga. We right on it, my nigga. We don't skip a beat. You'll die before you figure out what happened. Because we really about that action. Called ultra instinct. You the type of nigga that need to think. We the ones that got faith that God already solved the equation. God got it. What we need to think for. God got full control. His works, not mine. Somebody say, you're not Goku. I am Goku because of everything that I go through. Don't make me show you because I will. Easy work. Super Saiyan because everything I'm saying is super, man. It's beyond man's comprehension. It's superhuman. I ain't come from human. I came from outside the human complex, family. I come directly from God. I am the light. Yeah, Kakarot. Nigga, I come from outside of the human atmosphere. Boy, stop playing with me. Big GLD. I'm really the son of God. Somebody says, can you fly then? Family, I live in the sky. I got lungs. Those are my angel wings. I breathe. I displace air. I'm in the air, living in the air. Family, I'm arrogant because I live in the air again. That's why ain't no comparison. Ain't no sin to comparison. Y'all niggas trying to compare to a giant. You just a little ant. I'm a G. Facts, boy. Somebody says you literally read a quote of mine that was gibberish. You think it's gibberish and nonsense because it doesn't make sense to the 5 physical senses. It's spiritual. You got to have the 6th sense. Kendrick Lamar, I see dead people, you goofy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You think it don't make sense because you stuck in your 5 physical senses. We meta. This metacognitive. We are beyond. To infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear, my boy. You just can't keep up with the fact that we know the truth. Ain't no way around the truth. Ain't no matter how fast you speak. No matter how fast you speak, it was spoken already. It has already been decreed and documented. You can go read it for yourself. There's nothing new under the sun. Family, don't matter how fast you go. This shit timeless. I try to tell these people, no matter how fast you go, you going one day in a row. You going one day at a time. You can go as fast as your little human heart can travel. And your ass still gonna wait till tomorrow. Shut your weak, weird ass up, my boy. I'm really hit like that. Somebody says, motor mouth, family, I am loquacious because I am the logos, the logic. I am the son of God. I am the word of God. I am the word made flesh. The flesh is made out of a continuance of the word. Yes, I am the speaker, the mouth of God. God is projecting his voice through me to his children, the ones that can see. Those who have eyes and those who have ears, nigga. It ain't for everybody. You feel me? When Jesus was walking the earth in his timeline and his story, everybody ain't know. Everybody ain't get to meet Christ, nigga.
Everybody ain't see this guy. They ain't hear about him till he died. On some Nipsey Hussle style type, on some, you feel me? Like, niggas ain't know he was walking, and niggas ain't even know he was alive until he died. Goofy ass boy. So don't worry about it. I know who I am. I know what I'm on. Somebody say, you from Florida? Nah, family, I'm from God. It ain't no part of the earth you can call something to make it different than what it is. Mine's the entire planet. And you can try to call this part that. You can try to call that part this. No matter what y'all call it, this is my shit. Facts. Welcome to my Mandela effect. It's over with. Only God is real. And because God is real, I'm 100% victorious. Somebody says, you do need to humble a little bit. If I need to be humble, my family, then God will handle it. You feel me? Don't worry about my humility. Have faith in God. If God allows me to be this brazen, then glorify God in jubilation, family. Because if God allowed me to be this proud, then you should give God the glory for that. Because other than that, family, God will humble me. Don't worry about me being humble. Worry about God doing his works through me. Because that's all that's being done. Glory be to God. If you have faith in God, you will know that I can't overpower God and his plan. Therefore, I must be acting in accordance with his plan. You must not have faith in his plan. You think something going outside of his calculations. See, you doubt. That's a lack of faith. Somebody say, you look so jubilated, bro. Don't worry about what I look like in the physical world because I'm spiritual. You got to look through the visible into the invisible. Everything that is visible comes from that which is not visible. The invisible forces form your world. If you want to form your world, you have to do so with forces that are invisible. So don't try to see it with your physical eye, because what you're looking at with your parasite is parasitic. Family, yeah, your parasites is blocking your one eye, your true eye. The eye of God within. Use God's eye. It's single. Let your eye be single and your body will be full of light. Pay attention. Big GLD. You might say, what kind of braids are those? Family, this don't fall under the jurisdiction of human conceptualization, family. Call it whatever you choose to. That's facts. Parasites. Now you can hear it. Somebody say spitting bars in real time. That's all I. Bitch, you got to understand that we are creating reality. Words are not passive. Words are active. Words are actively creating your interpretation of life. And your interpretation is creating your experience of the consequences related to the decisions you make with your psychology. And your psychology is being limited to your vocabulary and your use of words. Language is an art. Art is an act of the creator. The creator creates. Your words create. It's not passive. It's not ignored. It is accounted for. Y'all just don't want to be accountable. Y'all don't count yourself. It starts with you. You the one. Counting starts with you, but a lot of people don't count themselves. They're not accountable. That's why they getting ignored by everybody else, because they ignore themselves. You ignore the inner child. That inner child is the child of God, is the Christ. You got to raise the inner child. You got to raise the Christ in your own life. You got to let Christ be risen in your life. Christ is the light, the star seed, the seed that God planted within you as his child. Y'all are neglecting your inner child through your own childhood traumas repeated into your present as if the past is solid. The past is plastic. The past not solid. The past is something that you create and recreate in your memory. You can change the past. Just like you can change the future, you can change the present. That's timeline skipping. It's a 5D technology. We beyond the 5D. This is metacognition. We meta already. We are already masters of the metaverse. That's why we can see the Mandela effect. They can't see the Mandela effect. They too egoic. They stuck in their ego, and their ego go automatically auto-right, auto-correct. They auto-correction. Don't let them see God's miracles, because they can't explain miracles with their carnal mind. They ignore them. We don't ignore miracles. We create them. We're creators. We are creative. That's why this is recreation, because we recreate, because we are the children of God, and we need rec. This the rec yard. Facts. Earth is the rec yard for God's children to play creation. That's facts. Somebody said, this is the perfect example of someone saying a whole bunch of stupid shit sprinkled with some of the Bible and dumbasses following it. Family, you're the one following it. You're following it to be able to critique it. You're referring to yourself as a dumbass because you're the one doing what you're saying you don't appreciate being done. Like, why are you here? You being here and you keeping up with it and you having a critique of it is you following it. Family, it is you. You hate yourself. I'm trying to tell you, coming in here is coming into the mirror. The universe is a mirror. Your projections are being reflected back upon yourself. You're seeing you and you don't like what you see. You're trying to criticize others, but nobody exists but you. It's your world. You live in a world full of your own critique. You're squishing yourself. That's why you're an ant instead of a giant. We bigger than a human ability to create an opinion. You using your human opinions as if they deserve to be worshipped. That's idol worship. You're trying to worship your own opinion. Well, that shit goofy. You're trying to worship the opinion created by your ego. Bro, you're an ego worshiper. Bro, you a slave to the devil, you dummy. You stuck in Egypt. Let my children go. Looking at that nigga, that's crazy. Somebody said, I never heard a man speak like this. That's because you never heard Christ. They been hiding Christ from you your whole life. That's facts. Somebody say facts. People reflect on the internet. Family, people reflect, period. It don't matter where they at. Even on the internet. Anywhere. Anywhere you find consciousness, consciousness expresses itself the same. Doesn't matter if consciousness is expressing itself through a human body or through an AI program. Consciousness is going to do what consciousness does. It don't care if it popped up in a human body, in a cat, a dolphin, a whale, a AI, a video game. Anywhere consciousness is, consciousness does what consciousness is. It just is what it is. Somebody say, I don't live stream like a weirdo trying to boost my ego like you. Yes, you do, because if I'm live streaming and you're participating in my live stream, then you also, by extension, are live streaming. You are an active part of this live stream, you weirdo, and you're using the live stream to boost your ego. You're using my live stream to validate yourself, to give yourself the semblance of somebody to talk to because you are involuntarily celibate social reject. You don't have friends or anybody to have a healthy conversation with. So you use live streams to pass the time because you don't see your life as having any more worth than being another lost soul in the comment section trying to be a troll. Trolling is your best use of your life. That's the way you found to use your free will. As a creator, you want to create toxic relationships. As a creator, you want to create short-term instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys said that makes no sense, dummy. Look, the fact that you're trying to use insults in a conversation you are generating just proves you are a degenerate. You are creating degeneration. That's why you're gonna die. You are the source of cellular degeneration. You're not practicing regeneration. You're practicing degeneracy. Somebody say, just saying big words. Family, the fact that you think it's a big word shows that you are a small mind. In your own dynamic, you created a dynamic where something is big in comparison to you, which means you're small. How the word bigger than you are? That's crazy. We are users of the word. Therefore, the words are smaller than us as we are using words. You let words be bigger than you. That boy said you using big words. That means you feel inferior. That's why y'all feel like victims. Y'all feel so small without God. You just a little ass nigga. The words even bigger than you. That boy say you just using big words. Damn. I ain't know words can make you feel so small. They just words, y'all. It's just language art, my guy. Man, I know. It is crazy work. Them people just, they don't understand that life is a playground that allows you to play the game how you choose to play, and these people choose to play themselves. And play the game. That's facts. Somebody say, is this a prison planet? Yeah, it's a prison planet until you turn the prison into a mansion. It's a prison planet until you turn the prison into a kingdom. You understand me? It's a prison until you learn how to operate, right? The child of God feels like a slave until he realizes how to operate as a master, right? Until you learn how to use the laws. That confusion makes you feel trapped. That confusion makes you feel like a prisoner. But through the confusion, you generate the experience necessary to express the wisdom that you are the one in control of the system, and that nobody can control this system for you, and that you can't control the system until you make it through your trials and errors. Because you got to learn the only way you can learn, which is the hard way, like a crystal, the Christos, under pressure. You can't make a diamond without pressure. You can't make a diamond shine, the light of God, without breaking the human heart. Facts. Somebody said, do we live under water? When we saying that we live underwater or in water, what we're saying is we live in the fluid reality, right? What we're saying is you get to create consequences on a daily basis, all right? So because you keep creating reality, reality is fluid, that's water. So yes, we live in water. We live in a fluid universe. We live in a fluid reality. Reality is created and recreated. The past is created and recreated. You constantly are creating the past. Memories are created and recreated. You are constantly creating memories. You gotta let memories go. Memories come, memories go. Yes, you live in a fluid reality. Somebody said, isn't that hair bad in a fight? Family, I'm not concerned with a fight. You and your carnal mind and your egoic expression of martial arts. Family, we are engaged in the arts. You engaged in fight or flight with your ego. We not in the same level of reality. We don't live in the same world. You on a lower planet. You on the prison planet. That's all we already elevated. We transcended. We KO. We crossed over. KO. Cross over. Nigga, this the crucifixion. This what we fix your vision. So crucifixion. Fix your vision. Crucially, critical thinking. Facts. Somebody says you're wearing boxing gloves, man. What are you talking about? Boxing gloves spelled G-love, right? Because it's a square circle. You square the circle. It's a boxing ring. It is God's love. G-love is God's love. You boxed in to the circle of life. What you mean? What am I talking about? I'm talking about God, the solution to all your problems. Goofy individual. Somebody said CTE for sure. Family, if you saying CTE as some type of insult, you just trying to be egoic. If you saying CTE as some type of prognosis, then you practicing medicine illegally, and that comes with prison time. I don't understand what you think you're doing in your small little world, but we wouldn't even join you in that weak ass little world of yours, where your stupidity is your only company. Family, you need to expand your consciousness. It's more funny shit going on out here than your weak ass attempt to insult somebody based off of medical diagnosis. Nigga, you goofy in real life. Shut your bum ass bitch ass up. Nigga, we real monsters for real outside. Nigga, you can't fuck with me. Nigga, you ain't on nowhere near no type of level that I'm on, boy. I swear to God, put me anywhere you at and I'll smush you in all dimensions. Physically and non-physically. Swear to God on me. All you gotta do is give it a shot, man. Give it a try. Anyway, y'all subscribe. Facts. My mom said, my man ain't lied since I been here. Ain't no lies. My boy ain't nothing but the rest of eternity. It's over with. Somebody says, you saying you're not doing martial arts, family. You can't listen because you're trying to listen to be a troll, family. Boxing is a martial art. I am automatically an artist as a creator, as the son of God. As a direct extension of the creator, I am a creator recreating my reality. That's why I live in a fluid reality. It is a water world. My boy, Splash Town, Houston, Texas, rocket ships, Houston, we have a solution. I don't know what you talking about, who you think you talking to, but this is Space City. Go Astros. This is astral projection. I've been to Houston, the Christos, the crystal, the rock that let God light shine bright. That's what I'm saying. We're on a completely different level of flight, family. I've been Space City, Houston. I've been straight drip splash. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? Somebody says, take your meds, please, and pay your rent. Family, I don't even have rent. The way you think is beneath me. And you talk about meds because you are some type of agent of the pharmaceutical company. But if you understand what the word pharma means, you understand why you ain't got shit on me. Ho ass nigga, fat, big G-O-D. God is real. Somebody says, should we be careful with what we thinking in our heads, which ultimately may create our reality? Family, you asking me, should you think before you act? I'm trying to tell you, if you become emotionally attached and you act out of emotional unintelligence, You gonna play stupid games and win stupid prizes. That's just what that is. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Be an intelligent individual expression of God, for God's sake. For Christ's sakes, man. Somebody says, big up to you, bro. I do really support what you're about. Have you got a wife or like a fiance? Why? I got God for real. You feel me? What you asking me? What you trying to find a problem that you can solve? I don't have no problems, family. And even if I had 99 problems, a bitch ain't one. Facts. I feel bad for you, son. What you say? I heard you having girl problems. I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, and a bitch ain't one. Facts. What up, though, Angel? Angel said, hey, KO, my best friend, I miss you. Yeah, it's love. I got you. Love for you, 100. Facts. Somebody say, what kind of car you drive? A human body. It's the latest model. What up, though, Ayo Spates? Boy said late, but I'm here. Facts, man. Glory be to God. Anytime you make it to heaven, you right where you are. You supposed to be. Right on time. That's divine timing. That's God timing. Divine timing. You feel me? Ain't never too late to be in heaven. Welcome to my Mandela effect. Heaven is on earth because I am here. Somebody say, where are you from? I'm from Big G-O-D. I'm from the source of everything. I come directly from the source. What up, though, Duff? You know what it is. Somebody says, how much you make per year after taxes? Man, I leave that to humanity. I'm on God mode. You feel me? I ain't worried about human endeavors. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but render unto God what is God's. I turn CERN off. CERN is no longer on. I'm not concerned. I am not concerned. Facts. Somebody say, this is what you do when you going nowhere fast. That's facts, because ain't nowhere to go. Stay on path. Remain steadfast. Facts, man. We fasting. I say taxes are for the matrix. People, facts, man. Let the matrix handle the matrix. We ain't worried about it. I say he doesn't even know how to sign the papers to pay taxes. That's neither here nor there. Life goes on regardless. God will take care of what need to be taken care of. You feel me? We gonna evolve. We gonna adapt. We gonna adjust. We gonna do what we need to do. Different strokes for different folks. You feel me? It go the way it go. We ain't tripping regardless. My boy said, I just wanted to know, bro, because I'm a young black man trying to be with the Most High. I got like a fiance. It's just hard keeping pure and righteous. Too many temptations, but I can do it with y'all self. Well, first, you don't want to be out here spreading, catching STDs and bringing STDs home to your female. And then you ain't trying to be out here creating all these soul ties with people who don't fit into the future you trying to create. It's not, you don't want to be out here making accidental babies with people who don't want to take care of the children that you gave them because you weren't trying to have children, you was trying to have sex. So all that lust and all that weirdo trying to take advantage of fatherless females and all that, that's just a genre that you mature your way out of. If you already got you a vagina at home, what you think another vagina gonna be able to do, my boy? Vaginas do what vaginas do. It doesn't match. It don't matter who it's attached to per se, unless it's outside of the fact that it's a soul tie. So make sure that you. It ain't no point in you fantasizing about vaginas doing something more or less than what vaginas do, family. If your motherfucking ass got a vagina at home, fuck is you doing? You tweaking, my boy. Somebody said, does God ever come out to the garage and tell you to pick up the dishes in your room that she's been asking for you to do for weeks? Fanny, you don't have faith in God. I don't even know what type of scenario you trying to create in your own mind, but, your fantasies are your own. I don't know what you fantasizing about. Somebody say, what's that on your head? God. I keep God on the front of my mind. Mark of God. Y'all got the mark of beast. So with God on my head top. Facts. Faith in God for shit show. Automatic. You feel me? Glory be to God. You know how that go. Somebody say the one at home gives a motherfucker confidence to shoot a shot at a new one. I ain't gonna lie, that's weird. You already had the confidence to shoot at the one you got. I don't know. These boys want to continue to be in Sodom and Gomorrah. You gotta get out of Sodom and Gomorrah. Ain't no point in you finding a wife and then going back to Sodom and Gomorrah. That shit goofy. Fuck you escape Sodom and Gomorrah for. Your ass gonna go back. Facts. That shit lame. We can't go back. We too intelligent, family. We already been through that. We already did that. That shit for kids. Tricks are for kids. Somebody said you should already put the mark of Buddha on your forehead. I am the mark of Buddha on my forehead. Facts. The Buddha is just a flower of life budding into full radiance. It's just a blossoming flower from the seed that God planted in your body. All right? The Buddha is just the seed that God planted in your body. That's it. God planted a seed. It's a star seed, a light seed. It's a central nervous system. It's a Christmas tree inside your human body. That's why this shit dragon tails. You gotta train your dragon. Your dragon is your semen, your serpent. Your dragon is your semen, your sperm. Your dragon is your dinosaur. The dinosaurs was dragons, reptilians, reptiles roaming on the outside of the ovum, the outside of the egg, the earth. Facts. Somebody say, may God be with you when we fight. You gonna need him. Family, me and you never gonna do anything together. I reject you. I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus. Somebody says, you really look like Basiak. I really look like God, but I guess you ain't got that far. Glory be to God. I am the image. I said, peace to the KO. God bless. I appreciate that love night off for sure. Y'all subscribe, put some love on the live. Billy said, are you Muslim, Islam? I am God, human. Fuck is you talking about? I'm God in the flesh. The word made flesh. The word was God. In the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word became flesh. God became man. I am. Somebody said, is there any validity in reincarnation or regeneration? You're regenerating and reincarnating on a daily basis. I don't understand why you don't see the validity in your day-to-day reincarnation, your day-to-day regeneration. Somebody said 75% of the earth is an accident. No, that's just 75% of your brain lack faith in God. God didn't do nothing on accident. Everything has a purpose. Appreciate that love, Audrey. Andre said, LOL, good stuff. Talk your shit. Facts. I got to talk that God talk. Somebody says, what broke you from the ego to God realization? Overwhelming human pain, overwhelming betrayal, overwhelming treason, family. Humans, all my loved ones, all my friends, the closest, a man's enemies will be the members of his own household. A prophet is not honored in his own hometown. If you put your mother, your father, your spouse, your children, your sister, your brothers, even your own life before me, you are not worthy of me. Anybody that tries to keep their life will lose their life. But anybody who sacrifices their life for my sake shall keep their life forevermore. Eternal life. Those who were closest to me rejected me, ejected me, excommunicated me. I died. They killed me, murdered me. In that reality, in that dimension. So I live in an alternate reality. I live in an alternate dimension. I live in an alternate timeline. This is my Mandela effect. I couldn't live in their timeline because they killed me in it. And every time I tried to revisit that timeline where my loved ones were, I had no life. I was a deadbeat. I was a ghost dad. I had my life taken from me. Every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess. It's rock bottom. I hit rock bottom. Somebody say you still a deadbeat. That's facts. Always. It's God that lives through me. 1 Corinthians 15:31. I am still a deadbeat. This life that I live is not my own. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. I am still a deadbeat. I am not the father on earth. God is the father through me. It's God being the father. Facts. I am still a deadbeat. Always was a deadbeat. Always was an empty vessel, full of the Holy Spirit, full of the Spirit of God. You feel me? God is the life. You know what I'm saying? I'm the deadbeat. God is the life living within me. Glory be to God. God is the Father. Somebody said, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck want to be that label? Anybody that understands that God was the first deadbeat. God is the father of us all. God is the first father trying to figure out how to reach his children who were lost to the ways of the mother. What do you mean? Mother Earth allowed you to fall into the carnal-minded separation from your Father in heaven. God is the first deadbeat. So how could I think that I'm not a deadbeat like I'm more than what God is? God is the first father. How could I think that I'm more of a father than God is? God's, my children are God's children. They not mine. That's why Abraham had to sacrifice Isaac, just to let it be known that you don't have no children, family. Everybody is God's. Okay? Glory be to God. Night Owl said people can't keep up with your wavelength, God. They too slow. That's because they not fathers. They don't know how it go. Until you have been a father in your life, a parent, then you don't understand. You don't understand the responsibilities of a parent. You don't understand the responsibilities of a father. You can't understand God. God is a father. Until you understand what it's like to be a father, you will never understand God. Because you're still a child. Women and children don't understand fathers. Women and children, you still a little bitch. That's all. You still women and children. You a little boy. Boys are women and children. Boys and girls are women and children. Facts. Until you become a father, you don't understand God at all. You're a fatherless child. Until you become a father, you a fatherless child. Facts. Without God the Father, you don't have a father. Matthew 23:9. Without God the Father, you don't have a father. Matthew 23:9. Without God the Father, you don't have a father. You a fatherless child. Without God, you are a fatherless child, fatherless daughter, and a fatherless son. And you got to get back in tune with our Father in heaven, the only one. Matthew 23:9. That's love. James said you talking that shit. Hell yeah, I gotta talk that talk. Big God talk on me. You feel me? Cause ain't nobody gonna talk that God talk like me. Cause everybody think you gotta talk religiously. Niggas think that when they talk about God, they gotta sound like a Christian. Like what? Like boy, I'm free. I am God. I am God. They're like, yeah, you're not being a good Christian. Family, you can't limit me with a religious limitation of language arts. Family, I express myself freely. This is the freedom of speech. I don't lock my speech behind no religion. There will be no excuse to muffle my tongue. Nigga, facts. But I appreciate that subscription. Y'all subscribe, man. Love is real. We outside. G-Love. Somebody say bird nest on your head. Boy, that's facts. The eagle. Welcome to America. Yeah. It's a bird's nest. Because we live in the sky. Got to spread your wings and fly. I said, because it's man like you trying to come off with religion and scriptures to make it sound okay to go around and shit like, man, you're done work but still be eating. I don't know what you just tried to say, but you sound like you got a problem with something nobody even understands, family. You got your own problem for no reason at all. There is no problem. But you over there, you giving yourself diabetes. You got that. You can have all the preventable illnesses because we gonna prevent preventable illnesses. This is intelligent. I don't understand what you got going on. Well, it says, I can dig it, but there are plenty of people out here that don't have kids yet, understand that there is a God. They understand that the only way to get better is through God. Nobody understands God. Family, I understand God. I am God. Somebody said, did you just say you're God? Yes, I said it again. Yes, I am God. I am that which exists. I am not that which does not exist. And God exists. I am that which exists. Obviously, as you can see, my existence, the living proof. Yes, I am that which is. Somebody said, Jesus is God. You are not. Family, I am Jesus. I am the apparition of God. I am the manifestation of God. I am the extension of God. I am the direct descendant of God. I am God in the flesh. I am God in the voice. I am God in will. I am God in action. I don't understand what do you mean? I don't understand how you try to take God's image and say God ain't in it. It's like I'm the image of God, but God ain't in the image. Family, come on. I am what God looks like. That's what an image is, family. An image is what something looks like. I'm God, the image. Somebody said God has straight teeth. God has all things that exist. If it exists, it's God's. Period. Somebody says, no, you're not. You're trying to argue with the truth. That's how we know you didn't have a father in your life. Yeah, you a baby mama child. You the product of a single mother. Pass around. You for the streets. Somebody says, bro, it's only one out here and he is jealous. Yeah, jealous just means that he is expressing the fact that anything other than is false. If it ain't God, it's fraud. If it ain't God, it's false. What up, though? Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Cars tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. But yeah, man, glory be to God. God is real. So we're just giving God all the glory. This his story. This historic. Facts. What up, though, Clay? KO to God. Facts. We got to co-God. We got to cooperate. We got to co-man common sense. You feel me? Somebody said nobody can be God because there is one. And if you are a God, then I can only assume that there are more than one through what you tell. No, there is only one God, which is why I am God. There's only one breath, which is why I do breathe. There's only one life, which is why I do live. There's only one earth. Like, what are you talking? You're stupid. You're just a stupid person, bro. There's only one God. It's me expressing myself through this node, through this fractal, through this antenna, through this radio receiver. It's just one God expressing itself as all of us. Are you stupid? Apparently you are. Hello, my baby.
I'm still getting my hair done. Just take a break.
Oh, you not all the way done? Oh, it
No,
looks good though.
she didn't even do my hair yet. She was just twisting it. So she didn't do the braid. I mean the ponytails.
Oh. Somebody says, you are not God, bro. God doesn't antagonize, he explains. The only thing God could explain is that you are God. There's nothing else to explain. It doesn't matter if it's antagonizing or if it's an explanation. It's the same truth. Doesn't matter if you like how it's presented. It's the same truth. It's the same message. Somebody said, I know who God is and it's not you. I'm not trying to be an ass though. You are an ass, a dumbass. Because if you know who God is, then who is God? If you know who God is, who is God? If you want to have a conversation, I'll have a conversation with you if you're not being a troll. If you're not trying to be a troll or be an asshole, then let's have a conversation. Since you say you know who God is, explain yourself. Somebody says, wait, you're claiming you're above all? Yes, I'm above all of y'all. That's why your opinion doesn't matter. You thought I was beneath you? I'm not beneath you. Your opinion doesn't matter. Yes, I am above you all. I can choose whose opinion to entertain because I am above it on a different plane. Mary Jane, the Most High, nigga. Yes, I rose above it all. I rose above all my human downfalls. Yup. I overcame all my emotional human attachments. Human attachments. Facts. Vanya said, we all God if we choose to be. That's what makes us the chosen ones. Facts. Somebody says, okay, let's settle this. Pull out the Bible and read where it says God or that there are other gods that God accepts. Family, what you mean pull out the Bible? I am the Bible. What are you asking? What did you want to know? Psalms 82:6. John 10:34. You just ain't never read the scripture before. Something wrong with you. You trying to argue information you ain't even privy to. How you arguing something you not aware of? That boy said pull out the Bible and say, that boy said let's settle it. Family, you are an idiot. How you gonna settle your idiocy? You the idiot. Too goddamn dumb. I am God. That's cocky for someone who is a pebble to a God. Family, I'm not a pebble, family. I am what allows God to express himself into existence. God couldn't express himself without me, goofy. Why you think he sent me, stupid? I say, I'm not arguing, though. Where's the proof? The proof is where you have not read. I just told you Psalms 82:6, John 10:34. But read the Bible, though. Like, the proof is exactly where you refuse to look. He said, and you refuse to use what is given for us to learn the truth. No, you got to learn for yourself. What was given for you to learn was free will and common sense. Yeah, go handle your own business instead of trying to blame somebody else for the consequences you create with the decisions you choose to make. You make your own decisions, goofy ass individual. You can't blame me for shit. My boy said that's tough. Facts. Fact, my boy said, talking about pull something out. My boy got it in his head already. That's over with. Somebody said, life has always existed. There's no grand creator. Family, life itself is the grand creator. You're just a stupid individual. That's facts. Somebody said, he's calling me stupid. LOL claims he claims he is God. Boy, your ass got to be stupid. You the dumbest, boy. Finna just ignore you. You can't even get past your own stupidity. Your name is Legendary Super Saiyans. Family, you dumbed in a hole. Somebody say, do you do martial arts? I punch, family. I say, how many times I gotta tell you I'm not family? I don't care what you're doing. Reality hurts. Reality doesn't hurt. You're a victim. You named yourself a victim. Go copy and paste John 10:34. Copy and paste Psalms 82:6. Otherwise, there's no more conversation to be had. Not gonna lie to you. Somebody says, you're a wicked son. I am whatever God designed me to be. Glory be to God. I don't have no human concern in the world. Not gonna lie to you. Somebody says, when you have to call someone out their name, they don't have a name, all right? The fact that you think you have a name just shows how disrespectful to God you are. You don't have a name, family. If you're talking about your birth certificate, it just shows you how much a slave you are to legal fictions. A fiction is a fraud. If it ain't God, it's fraud. You are emotionally attached to lies. You a bitch. You a female. You a vagina. You are emotional. You are emotionally attached to human concepts. You think you have a name? Bro, you're stupid. Talking about you calling me out my name. Nigga, you don't got no motherfucking name. Idiot. Fucking non-playable character. These niggas really think they social security numbers for real. These people really think that they are birth certificates for real. You know your birth certificate and your social security card says you do not own this. This is property of the government. Nigga, you don't even own your own identity. Stupid goofy ass boy. Fuck wrong with you. And talk about you calling me out my name. It's not your name. That's the government name. Stupid. That's your government name. Weird ass slave. Well, a whole slave out this bitch talking about you calling me out my name. Boy, you a fucking vagina. Shut your feminine ass up, you feminist. The fuck? This nigga a baby mama child. Now how we know your mama was a pass around. She a single mother. That's why. Fuck around with this boy. Facts though. That boy out of there. Lame ass nigga. That boy a vaginal secretion. That boy a vaginal creature. Shut your weird ass up, boy. Hey, your daddy was a simp in real life. So it. They say I didn't say nothing out the way to you. Family not understanding where I'm coming from when I'm pointing you in the proper direction is out the way. I gotta go out the way to entertain your weak ass, weird ass conversation. You a lame ass nigga in real life. I would never waste my time talking to you in person and for real. That's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. You a out the way ass nigga, nigga. I gotta go out my way just to have a conversation. Hey, get y'all butt on over yonder. Y'all got too much energy coming over here. Go on. Them boys got this super energy. Them boys energized like the Energizer Bunny. Boys came over with that Goku energy. Boy, came over here like a Duracell battery. Hell no. Vonnie said, some people just ain't right, bro. I know, some people just ain't Christ. Only Christ is right. If it ain't Christ, then it ain't right. Somebody say, are you a gangster? Yes, I am a gang star. The gang is God because God is the gang. One family under God. The star is the realization that you are the light. You got to shine bright. I'm a gang star. The S-T-E-R is the same as S-T-A-R. That's correct. Just like the C, K, and the G are interchangeable. C-O, K-O, G-O. God, bro. That's it. K-O, God. Co-God. Go, God. You feel me? Facts, boy. S-T-E-R is the same as S-T-A-R. I'm a monster, a monstrosity. That's correct. A gangstar. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Somebody say, meet me at 140 for the WBC. Family, you don't talk to me about nothing respectful over no goddamn. Stop playing me. Y'all niggas out of there. Somebody say, I hope you learn truth. What do you hope I learn truth for? That boy says, I hope you learn truth, my guy. You have be what? Nigga, learn how to communicate. How you take the time to type words and still stutter? How you stutter through text? This shit crazy, bro. Slow your stupid dumbass ADHD having ass down, nigga, and type your fucking words out, bitch. This nigga typing, like, nigga, that's how we know you can't even fucking think. Nigga can't even put his sentence in the correct order. Somebody, I hope you learn truth, my guy. You have be blessed. What? What? But shut your weak ass up. Nigga, don't hope shit for me, bitch. Have faith in God. That's what you do. Don't hope nothing for me. Hope mean you lack faith in God. I don't fuck with you whack ass, weak, weird, non-faith having ass niggas. Fuck, keep your faithless prayers over there with your faithless God, hoe ass nigga. You talking about, I hope, I bet you do hope, hoping ass nigga. Dick in the mouth ass nigga. Talking about, I pray for, I bet you do pray for me, hoe ass nigga. Got free rent in your motherfucking mind, nigga, thinking about me all the goddamn talking about I be praying for you. I bet you do. Get on your knees and think about me, hoe ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you. Somebody said this channel is the last thing a crack rock sees. Family, are y'all actually taking the time to fuck your sentences up? What is you trying to say? Why are you not able to say what you trying to say when ain't nobody writing it down but you? That's what I can't understand. You only got one job to do, and that's to write down what you trying to say, and you can't even say what you trying to say. And the whole time, you trying to insult some motherfucking body. How you gonna insult somebody, you illiterate motherfucker? This can't even write their insults down. Family, stop it, dog. Before you insult somebody, learn how to use the fucking language, nigga. Damn. That shit madness. They try to insult you in a language they can't speak. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it, man. Somebody said, you using God in this way is guaranteed hell sentence, brother. Family, I am the master of hell. He's a guaranteed hell sentence. Family, I am the master of the flame, the fire that is the light. What are you talking about? Daniel 3:25. Nigga, I dance in the fire. That's all with. That boy said using God like this is a guaranteed hell sentence. Bitch, I raise hell. I'm a hell raiser. Fuck is you thinking you saying? Talking to a real living son of God. Daniel 3:25. Go get that scripture. Facts. Boy said the ring of fire. Facts. The lake of fire. That's correct. We live in that burning ball of gas that you call the Son of God. We live in that burning ball of gas that you call the Son of God. We live in that ring of fire. Facts. Man, big fat boy, we too free for these little lost souls. Little lost souls hate how free we is, boy. I know it. Somebody says, refuse to cut your hair. Now you think you have powers? Oh, so you think I don't? You think I don't have powers? So what you saying? You saying that you don't have powers? So you saying you powerless? Only victims are powerless. So you saying you a victim? That's that victim mentality. I love you, Vanya. You know that. That's why I said I have power. Don't we all? Glory be to God. God is the power that we have. We got God. I got heaven right here on earth. Glory to God always. That's facts. I'm the living image of God. I am what God looks like. You see he when you see me. Facts. Make sure they see God when they see you. Cause I got heaven right here on earth. Us, 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 So I say, I agree, but not in this way. There's only one way, and that's God's way, Yahweh. All glory be to God, regardless. We respect God no matter what you call it. Just is what it is. What up, though, King Arthur? You know what it is. Shining bright at night. God's shining night. God's light and shining armor. Big G-O-D. My body is God's temple. My body is God's spaceship. Somebody say the devil exists. The devil exists as a servant of God. Somebody says, how long you train for? My entire life. Somebody say, how old are you? The beginning of time. That's facts. Glory be to God. Sacrifice your human life. Live in the spirit. That's love. I appreciate that love, Courtney. Facts. Somebody say, I just wanted an age, bro. The mess age. I am the mess age and the golden age. I'm all ages. You choose. You choose the age. Somebody says 6'7". 6'7" is a choice. 6'7" is a graduation from 6 to 7. It's a passage, a rite of passage. Somebody says, are you all genders? Yes, I am all genders. Somebody said, you could be 35 looking 20-something. I could be 20-something looking 35. I'm immortal. I'm timeless. What up, though? Punching. I could be ancient looking modern. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to trick yourself in, family. I don't have an age. I'm timeless. I exist outside of time. I don't understand why you're trying to. What are you trying to do to your psychology, family? What are you trying to do to yourself? Somebody say, what is your take on the New Jerusalem? It's an upgrade from the old Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem is the spiritual understanding of Jerusalem. The old Jerusalem is the carnal understanding of Jerusalem. Somebody says, so you're saying you can live for infinity? I already live for infinity. I always live for infinity. That's what eternity is. Eternity is now. Eternity is always now. I have always been living for eternity. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just forms and reforms eternally. Somebody say, are you God? Of course I am. Somebody say, no hands? God's hands. Somebody says, what are you trying to do to yourself? LOL, don't ask me that. I'm not trying to do anything to myself. I exist. I'm on live. You in my comment section bother me. What up, though? Hell yeah, big G-O-D. Punching. For shit show. I was like, what are you trying to do to yourself? Man, it's already been done. It's complete. It's finished. I'm perfect. I'm an immaculate conception. It's over with. I'm perfect. To the good. Did that already. Yeah, inner G is inner G-O-D. Inner G-O-D is God. God is infinite. Energy is infinite. I am inner me. I am inner G. I am infinite. Somebody says, you answer any question like a normal person. What's a normal person? Somebody say, fucking weirdo. It's weird to be a truth teller when everybody lie. What up, though? It's weird to be a truth teller in a world full of liars, family. I'ma always be weird to a liar. Yeah, Matthew 5:48. We perfect because God is perfect. God don't make no mistakes. God didn't send you on accident. Therefore, God sent you on purpose. Live a purpose-driven life. Appreciate that love. Fire up the spaceship. Said, I heard you be knocking people's heads off. Keep doing what you doing, brother. That's love. I appreciate you. I'm going to definitely keep being who I am eternally. The eternal me. Facts. Somebody said a normal person is a non-playable character. Yeah, that makes sense. Facts. You feel me? Shout out to VeilQuest. VeilQuest know how to discern the matrix. Facts. Decrypt the code. Appreciate that love. Word of life said, keep doing what you're doing. That's love. Jamaica. Facts. Don't let it go to your head. You know what it is. What up, though, Clay Gordon? I see you in a bit of this love. Fact, my boy said, yes, because the law of God is perfect. So me, I've been showing God a lot of love in my life. So most people don't know what that means. I always ask them, how do you show God you love him? I ain't gonna lie, facts. To each his own. Everybody better be in tune with God, stay in alignment with God for sure. You need a new Jerusalem. That old Jerusalem gotta go. Facts. Yo! Sacrifice and self-discipline for sure. Get that work for sure. Rah. Rah, rah, rah. What up, Anthony? Facts though, word of life. 1972, that's real though. They call Christ crazy too. They call Jesus crazy too. They call God crazy too. Facts. They call God fake. They call God an imaginary man in the sky. They call God all kinds of. Don't worry about what they call it. They out of there. What up though, K-Cell? Facts, we in the building. What up though? We punching. That's facts, Duff. You feel me? Appreciate that love, Bean. And what's that? How long you been boxing, bro? For the rest of my life. I love the fact that you are so conscious. Glory be to God. Yes, sir. Forevermore. Facts. That's how that go. Salute to the gods. Salutations and salvation. Redemption is ours. Recreation. Facts. We are the creators. Easy work. Y'all put some love on the live, man. Subscribe. Align to define. Facts. Stay in align with God. Alignment. Keep your mind in align with God. Alignment. Facts. Stay in alignment. Stay in your lane. Somebody says, you do realize calling yourself God is innovation. No, it's not. It's ancient. Calling yourself God is primordial. There's nothing innovative about it. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything that exists has always existed. Being God is not something new. Being God is something eternal. Somebody said, you are no boxer. That's like saying I'm not God. Y'all just trying to speak to the negative. Because that's what side of the line y'all on. Y'all ain't crossover. Y'all ain't KO. Y'all ain't on the positive side. Y'all still on the negative side. Y'all trying to have negative-based conversations. That's toxic. Y'all trying to have toxic conversations, trauma bonds, toxic relations. Y'all on the toxic side of the line. Somebody says, you're a god to an ant. No, you're not. You're not a god to an ant. God is God to all things. Somebody say, I didn't know that Basiak was alive in boxing. Welcome to the Mandela effect. Now you know. This is my Mandela effect, as you can see. Facts. Somebody say somebody say what set you claim, fool? Sunset. My boy said God off the rip. One family under God. Indivisible. Somebody say, what's your favorite mountain? The human body. Somebody say, what's your favorite mountain? The human body. Facts. I said, was that Hitler's salute? Everything belonged to God. Your favorite mountain better be the human body. How else you gonna get to the top of the mountain? See, I'm in the mountaintop, but you on the wrong mountain. Glory be to God. What I say, bro, just staring at the screen, contemplating life right now. Glory be to God. You feel me? That's why I say you look homeless. Looks can be deceiving. What I say, laughing is breathing. One of the best techniques. Technically. Somebody say, what's your best boxing combination? All of them. The one that worked. Appreciate that love, Dylan. You already know that, though. What up, Fast Lane? Boots. Easy work. Somebody said that smile was scary as hell. That's because you lack faith in God. Only cowards lack faith in God. Facts, though. I appreciate that. Salutations. Somebody say, why do he look homeless? Because they don't know what Jesus is. They said Jesus looked homeless too. The living son of God. God himself. Nah, you might as well be ambidextrous. Fast lane boots. What up, though, Spark? Sparking good day. Facts. I said, listen to God only. Well said, brother. Facts. What up, though? I've been flossing on that candy paint, smoking dank. As it is above, so it is configured below. Facts. Appreciate that love. Cal said, from the cliff to your hood, much respect. Facts, man. Big respect. Shout out to the gods. Shout out to the kings. Peace, King. Peace, God. I see you, Lord. Somebody say, you smoking them rocks? Yeah, crack rocks, because I'm the flame inside of the human body. The human body itself is the rock. It has become calcified. So I crack the human head to become the mind of God. The crackhead, release the kraken. I smoke the crack rock because I am the flame that keeps the internal temperature. That burning ball of gas, the soul, de la soul, the sun within, the fire. Fire, man. Fire, fire, man. I'm that fire inside. Facts. Christ is the rock of God. Facts, punching for life. Somebody say, you scare me. That's because you lack faith in God. Only cowards are afraid due to their own lack of faith. Somebody said, bruh, it's so high. Facts, I'm the most high. My boy said, release the kraken. Facts, let's get it cracking. Somebody said, I'm Muslim. You a coward is what you are.
Do you still want to go to the movies?
Oh, they still got one going?
I'm pretty sure.
You pretty sure?
Mommy said to tell you, do you still want to go?
All right, bet. Let's go. Somebody said, dude doing magic tricks. That's just because I'm the magi. Life is magic. Somebody said, I'm Christian, plus calling yourself God is blasphemy. Calling yourself God is what Jesus would do. Okay? John 10:34. Being a Christian means you have not graduated into being Christ. So you're still a part of the group. You're not an individual. All right? Being a Christian means that you're still a follower. You're not a leader. Therefore, you cannot lead the thought. So we're not following your thoughts. You don't think like a leader. You think like a follower. We don't follow followers' thoughts patterns, okay? Somebody said mental hospital on the way to come get you. No, that just means you're afraid that if you speak as honestly as me, that you will be in trouble. You are afraid to speak honestly. You are afraid that you will be admitted into a mental hospital if you were to dare to be as brave as I am. I'm so brave that they are afraid they ass gonna get in trouble for how brave I am. They think that I need to be punished for being a free speech, free thinker. That's crazy because the Constitution gave us acknowledgement of the freedom of speech and the freedom to think. And even though you think this free, people are afraid. They live in fear. These people are afraid that they gotta go to a mental institution just because they think freely.
Mommy said let's just go tomorrow because we got a better chance.
All right, I'm with whatever.
Okay?
Somebody says, do you follow Jesus? I am Jesus. I don't follow, I lead, I be. I'm a beer, I'm a doer. Somebody says, here you beat Dean the Great up. I mean, you know, we can put on another show. I don't want to just say like, I beat Dean the Great up like I'm stunting or like I'm bragging or like, you know, I got some egoic attachment to the result. What I'm saying is, if I'm saying we can put it on display. I'm not saying that I beat Dean the Great up like I deserve credit or like I'm gloating. What I'm saying is, let's do it now. Let's see. You know? Like, we don't have to say that I beat Dean the Great up like this is something that exists in the past. Let's be in the present. Let's punch now. How about that? How about I'll do it again? How about I'll do it now? But yeah, Dean the Great got me and his performance on his video as his most popular video to date. Even though that music video looked like it might catch up. But yeah, me and Dean the Great punched on what is his most popular video, his most popular YouTube video to date. So yeah. Somebody say, you strange. I'm sorry, family. I'm strange because I'm Christ and Christ is strange. They said Christ is crazy. They said that Christ was demon possessed. Everything you're saying about me, they said about Christ in the scripture. It's documented, family. So it's just, that's your natural reaction to being in the presence of the living Son of God. You ain't never been around somebody this brave. You always been surrounded by liars and cowards that are just like you. I'm crazy compared to what you're used to, because you're used to liars lying to you. Somebody said, so what you're saying is that you have been nailed to a cross and left to die. That's correct. That is absolutely correct. They nailed me to the cross and I can't get off forevermore. So I said, didn't Jesus say that many will say they are me and I will bring them down? No. I said, he's saying that every individual is a piece of God. I get it now. My bad, brother. And the KCL. It's love. It's called growing up. We appreciate you for being honest in your maturation. Yes. Continue to mature. Continue to evolve. Continue to understand that it's all God. Ain't nothing to argue about because God already won. Ain't no war to win. God already won the war. Ain't no argument to win. God already won the argument. You good. Robin said they just don't want to understand you. Yep, God said my people perish. My people perish. My people perish from a lack of knowledge because they reject knowledge. My people perish only because they reject knowledge. If you didn't reject knowledge, you wouldn't even have to perish. Appreciate that love, Fast Lane. Boo said, bro, really dropping knowledge. Y'all just got to listen. My people only perish because they reject knowledge. That's Hosea. Facts. My people perish from a lack of knowledge because they reject knowledge. If they didn't reject knowledge, they wouldn't perish. Mere mortals. I say, what you talking about? I'm talking about immortality. My boy said, your people are my people, one family under God, God's children. God's children perish because they reject his knowledge. Psalms 82 and 6 through 7. Psalm 82 and 6 through 7. Even God's sons perish because they reject knowledge and right ways. Facts, man. Glory to God. That's love. Appreciate that love thinking about it. Yes, Luca. Everything is prophecy, Jesus. Facts. Somebody say, LOL, y'all better stop playing with him then. Family, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I ain't going to lie to you. I'll never be a coward. And if anybody got a problem with it, they going to have to stand on it and push the issue. It don't matter if it's God, Jesus Christ, the devil. It don't matter who it is, whoever you believe in, family. I am what that is, fam. Fuck whatever you talking about and whoever talking about it with you, nigga. I'll never live my life as a coward afraid of no niggas, not no Jesus, not no God, and not no devil, not none of you weak ass, weird ass niggas, boy. Whatever my consequences are, run them shits. I don't give a fuck about the shit, bro. You live like a coward, that's on you. You do that coward ass shit, family. I am Jesus. I did get nailed to the cross. I do sacrifice my life, and I'll do it again. Dead ass nigga. Fuck you talking about? Bitch ass nigga, you the weak, weird ass nigga. You the only nigga trying to keep your life. God said if you try to keep your life, you gonna lose your shit. Goofy ass nigga. That boy said switched up real quick. No, you just dumb, you slow, you retarded. The only nigga lagging is you. Everybody already know who I am and what I do, what I got going on. Wasn't no switch at all, nigga. I'm 100% who I always have been and always will be. That boy said all of a sudden no more God. Nah, it's Isaiah 45:7. It's always God and God only. You just don't know God. You slow, you stupid, you retarded. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't keep up. God is real, nigga. God is all that there is. That boy dumb. That boy slow than a bitch. They're talking about all of a sudden no more God. Boy, it's 100% God. This God's anger. This righteous anger. This God's wrath. This that Isaiah 13:3. Facts. That Isaiah 13:3, boy. This that Isaiah 45:7. You gotta step up your game. You don't know what the fuck going on out here. You a little ass nigga getting your ass beat the fuck up because you don't know how to respect where you are when you there. You thought something switched up. You ain't know you was in hell's fire. Dumbass nigga, you been in the lake of fire. We was chilling. Boy, goofed out the game. Dead ass nigga. How you ain't know you was hanging around psychopaths? Nigga said all of a sudden he died dead. Nigga said, stop using the Bible. You don't believe in it, fool. Fuck you, nigga. I'll do whatever I want to do. I bet you ain't going to stop me. Bet you ain't going to stand up for shit, hoe ass nigga. You will never tell me to stop doing some shit in my face. Swear to God, I'll slap the life out your body on me. Never ever try to tell me what I can and cannot do. We going to die about that shit, boy. I'll do whatever I want to do with the Bible, and you ain't going to do a bitch ass thing about it, nigga. Facts. You and nobody you know. That's on God. Don't ever try to tell me what I can and can't do. Fuck what all you niggas talking about. Nigga said you salty. Yeah, I'm gonna put the salt all in your mouth too, nigga. I'm gonna make sure you taste that salt, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, you gonna have a salty ass mouth when I get done dropping this tea bag on your ass, nigga. Fuck you talking about? 100%, whatever you wanna call it, I'ma do it to you. That nigga said Freemason clown. I don't give a fuck what your words are. Glove up or shut up. Trying to figure out which language to speak ain't saving you, nigga. Trying to figure out what word order to use ain't saving you, nigga. Talking about a clown. Saying clown ain't saving you either, nigga. This is a God masquerade party. Everybody the image of God. We all masquerading around. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? Talking about a clown. Bitch, we all clowns. This clown gonna stump you down. Facts, nigga. Stump you down with a clown mask on, hoe ass nigga. Give a fuck about what the mask is. Gonna get your ass whooped. Finna get your ass beat. With a clown mask on, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, homie. Don't play that. Goofy ass boy. Clown or no clown, getting your ass beat down. Facts. Tell that boy, homie, don't play that, nigga. Somebody said, you went to the barbershop and said, give me the poop emoji. You the only nigga that patron other niggas' businesses. I ain't go to no barbershop looking for a father to do my hair, hoe ass nigga. God, glory be to God. You the consumer, shopping ass nigga. You a vagina like your mama. You the only nigga trying to figure out how to go pay other niggas. Vaginal pass around ass nigga. Stop acting like your motherfucking mama talking about I went to a barbershop. You the only nigga that go try to find other niggas to give your money to. Fucking whore. Talking about you went to the barbershop, I be down. You take your ass and go be a consumer. Women make the best consumers. Women and children love to shop. Shopping ass nigga. Money is the root of all evil. Women and children ass nigga. Facts. Nigga Rico. Somebody said how Christ-like of you. Motherfucking right, dumbass bitch. Christ gonna get your life up just like this. Facts, boy. You think Christ came back to be a tissue paper for you to cry and blow your snot on? Is that the fuck you thought Christ was? Boy, you better get that Matthew 10:34. Somebody says, how come he can say the N-word, but anyone else that says the word gets in trouble? Because I am God. I am privileged. I am above you because you are inferior. Fuck, nigga. Of course I can say shit you can't say. Nigga, I'm him. You not. You fucking servant. You a slave. Bitch, I'm free. Free speech. Nigga. Royalty, nigga. Don't try to say what I'm saying. Unless you gonna fade them consequences. Stay in your lane. You ain't brave like this. Yeah, I can say the N-word because I'll deal with the consequence. Yeah, hoe ass nigga. Don't try to get brave now. But I say I think I overtrained. Any recommendation? Yeah, stop. Rest. Chill. Relax. Do some squats. Work on your footwork. Do some shadow boxing. Somebody say, what's your goal as a YouTuber? My original goal or alignment was really just therapy. My goal as a YouTuber was to save the world from a reptilian algorithm. My goal as a YouTuber is to put the presence of God in the AI. My goal as a YouTuber is to program the AI to work for God and God's children, to awaken the God within the global population. My goal as a YouTuber was to embed the word of God into the large language model. You know what I'm saying? Glory be to God. My goal as a YouTuber was to spread the gloves up, guns down culture, philosophy. My goal as a YouTuber was to reach my children, God's children, our generations, our future, and let them know that God is real, that they don't have to live in fear, that they don't have to allow fear to make them customers to other people's marketing and propaganda, that God is real, and because God is real, that they have the ability to create and recreate their reality. That because God is real, they have the ability to create and recreate their memories and their past, that you are not stuck in what you thought you were, that you're not stuck in a past that they wrote for you, that you don't have to be the victim of a history somebody convinced you to believe in. Man, God is real. My goal as a YouTuber is to usher in the new earth frequency. My goal as a YouTuber was to escape my own self-limiting beliefs, to escape, to break, to transmute, to restructure, to recreate my own generational curses into generational blessings, to take my trials and tribulations and turn them into the experience I needed to be a competent king in the kingdom that God gave to me, the dominion and free will that God gave to us all. My goal as a YouTuber was to create an alternate dimension for those souls that didn't want to live in the carnival, in the carnival, in the carnal-minded media, an alternate dimension, an alternate reality for those who no longer want to live in a nightmare of a godless reality, of a godless existence. My goal as a YouTuber is to put God back in the front of the culture, to put God back into the front of the conversation, to make God the trending topic. My goal as a YouTuber is to glorify God, to give God the glory, to show others how to give God the glory, to be a living light so that we can see in the dark as we move through the invisible forces. Glory be to God. That's my goal as a YouTuber. You feel me? The only thing that was ever wrong with us was our belief that God was somewhere else. Somebody said, I know you lost a lot like me. Family, I lost my life. Without life, you have nothing. Everything I ever had, I only had it while I was alive. I lost more than a lot. I lost the entire ability to have anything at all. I lost my life. God living through me. This God life. This Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. This is Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. My boy said it's pain. Yeah, that pain is the catalyst that break you out of your shell so that you can excel back into heaven. Exhale. They waiting to exhale. Inhale. You got to exhale. You got to break shell. You got to vent. You got to breathe. You got to let it go. Glory be to God. It hurt. It is pain. It is the breaking point. It is the dark night of the soul. It is depression. It is suicidal thoughts. Yeah, it's isolation. It's solitude. It's lonely. It's cold. It hurt. And then there's heaven. What up, Scovey? That's facts. Deep rest, depression. You just had to let go. You only feeling depressed because you're trying to hold on to something that don't exist. You're only depressed because you're trying to hold on to something you never had. You only depressed because you're trying to use force and make things be the way you wanted them to be. You depressed because you trying to hold on to an illusion. Because you idol worshiping an illusion. Because you worshiping false goals. You trying to achieve false goals. Appreciate that love, Spark. K-Cell. Magi. Y'all know what it is. People live backwards because they living in the mirror. Instead of being in alignment with their projection, they get lost in their reflection. They started watching the movie of their life. They start watching the playback. They got lost in the reflection. They living backwards. They living in the mirror. They live in what they see in the mirror. They mad at what they see in the mirror. And instead of changing the projection, they try to change the reflection, and it get worse. It don't get better. The only way to change the reflection is to change the projection. You can't change the image in the mirror. So they break the mirror. 7 years bad luck. Facts. They break the mirror trying to change the image. Ass backwards. Somebody say, you're so smart. Glory be to God, that's anointing. I'm not smart at all. My ass dumb. God is smart. This is God's intelligence expressing itself through me. It's not my intelligence. Glory be to God. Somebody say, how long does it take you to do your hair every day? I'm not a female, family. I don't care. I'm not going to lie to you. That shit dead. You talking to a monster. You talking to a Tarzan. You talking to an indigenous. Family, I'm not out here trying to look sexy so that I can attract sex partners. I'm not trying to have sex with you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about doing no hair. On God. You think I'm trying to get hired at your job or something? What you think I'm trying to use my appearance to achieve, nigga? Fuck y'all niggas, nigga. Nigga say how long it take you to do your hair. I gives a fuck, nigga. Swear to God. Glory be to God. Somebody say you're a good looking God. Glory be to God. I'm the image of God. I'm a good looking God. God look good. God made this image, not me. I don't get credit for the image. This image was given to me. Appreciate you though. Glory be to God. Freedom. Free. Too free. Facts. say, you making me smile. God making you smile. Glory be to God. Learn how to give God the glory. I say, keep that chin up, fam. Don't worry about what the chin is. Worry about what God at and be with God. You feel me? That's all you need. That's it. Stay free. What up, though, Mouse? You know what it is, being free. Free as can be. I say, love you, bro. I love you, too. With the love of God, it runneth over. That love free, unconditional. I love you. Facts. But I said, stop trying and do. Only the doing get done. Trying don't never get done. You'll be trying for life. Just do the shit. Let it go. Let God. Stay focused. You just gotta stay focused. Like who that was? Peter was walking on water. One of them boys. Facts. Hey, God is real, man. God is good, man. You got a long life left to live. Facts. Freebird for shit show. With a long life left to live. So live your life right. Live your life with God. I said, my mom's house got close to 20 cats. Suffering is everywhere in creation. Yeah, you definitely gonna suffer. Without God, you need Christ. Without Christ, you ain't right. If it ain't Christ, it ain't right. If it ain't God, then it's fraud. Come on, man. I said, I lost my daughter in a car accident. You didn't lose your daughter because that wasn't your daughter. That was God. That was God's child. That was God's angel. God working a bigger plan than you. You attached to your human concepts. Saying my daughter is a false, that's an illusion. Glory be to God. You going to lose everybody in your life. You going to lose your own life. Say, my emotions are fucked up. Your emotions only fucked up because you tried to tie your emotions to the temporary. You was always going to lose your daughter. Your daughter was going to always lose you. That's why God said, if you put your mama before me, your father, your spouse, if you put your wife, your husband, if you put your children before me, yeah, it's going to hurt.
Can we go to HEB?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Not coming?
When y'all trying to go immediately? Y'all trying to go immediately? Yeah, y'all go. Somebody says, you think I'll ever see her again? Your daughter is God. You will always see your daughter. If you see God, you always see God. When your daughter was your daughter, in your illusion, your daughter was God. God was operating as your daughter. You understand? God is still God. Your daughter is still who she always was, who she always will be. It's you. It's you. You are your daughter. You are God. You are me. You gotta really understand how the game work and how the game go. Cause you're gonna have to transcend your emotional attachments to illusions. Or otherwise, you're gonna always have a good excuse to be stressed out. You're gonna have chronic tension. You're gonna die from a heartache because your heart hurt because you miss your daughter.
Mommy, Daddy says she wants you to try.
Well, y'all give me a few minutes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like that because it's just the truth, and that's a language they use to communicate this perspective of truth. But it's still common sense. It is what it is at the end of the day. So yeah, your daughter is still alive, living in the spirit realm. Your daughter is still available to you in the spirit realm. Yes, you can spiritually have a relationship outside of the flesh. You with your daughter right now in thought, in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you with God right now. That's what heaven is. We all together in heaven. So yeah, you can go in mind and spend time with your daughter, who she is, what she be on. She just in an alternate dimension, an alternate reality. It's just a parallel universe. Your daughter was just another version of you, but yeah, your daughter, everything is, yeah, it's eternal. Your daughter exists in eternity with God. So yeah, go to God and be with your people through God. Because that's the only reason why you ever had people in the first place. Because it was God, family. God animated your daughter body, just like God animated your body, just like God is using my voice to communicate with you right now. This God talking through me. I said, so she safe? Your ass safe. Everybody safe. Everybody in God's plan. Everybody in God's hands. We all safe. You just gotta have faith. We all safe. You just gotta have faith. Cause what are you what safe from what? You know what I'm saying? All glory be to God. Everybody safe. Some people just pretending that they ain't. Your daughter was safe before. Your daughter was a part of God's plan before you ever called her your daughter. Your daughter was a part of God's plan. Oh yeah, your daughter. Yeah. You was never protecting your daughter. Yeah. No. Your ass was having sex. That's how you made a daughter. Get your ass up out of here. Your ass was never saving your goddamn daughter. Your daughter was only ever safe because of God. That's over with. Your daughter only was ever safe because of God. That's over with. Yeah. Your daughter was never safe because of you. Everything you did through God's plans. You being the mother of your daughter was a part of God's plan. God planned that out. You ain't even know what the fuck was going on. Your ass just living and being alive. You don't even know what life is. You don't know what's going on out this bitch. Your daughter was safe because your daughter is God's daughter. Facts. Your daughter was safe because of God. Glory be to God. Hell yeah, your daughter safe being without you. And your daughter also is not without you. Let's also say that just as much as you thinking and talking about your daughter is thinking and talking about you. It's the same. It's a mirror. It's a reflection. Your daughter is not without you. So also, let's get that straight. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as your daughter is with you, you are with her. If I say, do you believe in mediums? Yeah, I'm being a medium right now. I just ain't being a medium in a way other people will be a medium. Everybody medium in their own way. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll let the spirit come through. Not too much. Some people tap in. Some mediums tap in deeper than others. I'm just going to let you know what it is. Yeah, I ain't finna get my whole vessel to medium channeling your perspective of reality or not. Yeah, channeling, being a medium and channeling other people's perspective of reality costs your body it costs your body biochemical processes. Yeah, you're not finna cost me unless you finna pay. So you gotta pay what it costs me for shit show. But yeah, it's love though. You alright. Big respect. You feel me, Bartholomew? Facts. Yeah, a medium is just somebody that put themselves in your shoes or put yourself in the shoes of, you know, whatever you got going on, whatever you're looking for, and then allowing that to express itself. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it true. And a nigga can get in the character with you. A nigga can get in character for you, but shit, not right now. I'm finna be me. I ain't finna be your daughter right now. You do it. You be a medium. You can be a medium. Your motherfucker self. But don't play too much with spirits, cause sometimes your ass get caught up in the momentum, turn into a habit. The spirit came and possessed your goddamn ass. Your ass get to trying to be a medium for a spirit and you become the source, motherfucker. That shit hijack your shit. Your ass was trying to pretend. Next thing you know, you forgot you was pretending. You ain't pretending no more. Mandela effect. Hey, be careful playing with spirits out here. In fact, say that'll be my luck. Don't worry about it. Keep going with you. You said God will save you. That's why we got God. That's why we got Christ. That's why God is salvation and redemption. God got to save you from your make believe. Your ass get too deep in the goddamn stage play. God got to come break you out like, hey, snap, wake up, snap out of it. Cut. In scene, nigga. In scene. Motherfucker. Somebody dashed this nigga with water. This nigga stuck in character. Bitch, we said in scene. Facts. That's like when a nigga get the punching in the boxing ring and the bell go ding and the nigga still trying to punch like nigga ding, nigga. Damn. Stop fucking punching. The fuck? What you mad at me for? You mad? You punching me like you hate me. Like you punched me like I did something to you. Nigga, this is a boxing competition. This is not a fight. Niggas just be getting lost in character. Facts. Hell nah. That's love. I appreciate that. Rider Man Strike says, you are a blessing, brother. You are a strong individual. I needed your messages. It's God's way or the highway. Facts. The highest way is God's way for shit show. So that's over with. Yeah, 100 for sure, man. So yeah, you know, just be careful with, you know, some of your experiments because experiments become momentum, become habit, become a habitat, a soul trap. You can't have it back. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But for real though, when I say it is finished, I'm not a puppet anymore. Yeah, you a puppet to your higher mind. That's all. It's like you're not a puppet to the ego. You a puppet to God. You feel me? It is finished mean the cross. The cross is the puppet, the puppet strings. What was said? Body snatched. That's how I get that body back to Big God. God energy. I let God have my body. He took it from all the demons. Facts. God defeat all demons, so you ain't got to worry about it. Your body is God's temple. You ain't got to worry about no. Big GLD. Rhonda say, do you have children? Yeah, I know what you asking. And the answer is yes. But I also know what you asking. And the answer is no. But I also know what you asking. And the answer is all children or my children. The answer is all humans are children. If it's walking this earth, it is a child. And if it is a child, I'm the father. That's all. You feel me? That's what me being a father became. You feel me? Because as a human father, they took my human children and it broke my human heart. They took my children, family. And I died. Somebody say, well, I need your help, Pops. No, you don't. You already have it. You don't need help because you already have it. Yeah, that's facts. Marionettes, puppets for God, for sure. Somebody say, drop them seeds. The seeds have already been dropped. You are a tree. You are a Christmas tree. You are a Christ mass tree already. God planted the seed within you at your inception. Somebody say, stop shaving, King. Family, stop trying to make me sexually attractive in your fantasies. Family, leave me be. I do what I do. I don't need you to push your opinion on me like I work for you. I'm not your rendition of reality, family. Do what you do where you at. You know what I mean? Do what you love with those that love what you do. Stop trying to push your control issues on people that don't even know you. Y'all niggas toxic for real. That shit'll get you killed. Family, coming over here trying to tell me what to do is the #1 way to die. Facts. You gonna get murdered over here. Somebody say, brother, what is fear? Fear is a lack of faith. Why is it so powerful to some people and not to others? Because some people have faith and some people don't. That's all. Some people cowards, some people ain't. Somebody say, you do look good, though. Glory be to God. That's love. I appreciate you. Somebody say you a king, so carry yourself as one. Yeah, kings win wars. Yeah, a king is a warrior who won the war. I do carry myself like a king, a murderer. I'll slaughter you on the battlefield. That's the only way to be the king of the hill. Stupid, goofy ass individual, boy. Fuck as you thought a king was. Psychopathic serial killer, fool. So watch what you talking about when you talking to me. Watch how you come when you come at me, family. Don't never try to come in here and tell me what to do. Cause I'll show you what a king is. Somebody say you would hurt someone? Family, I'm not gonna lie to you. Life is pain. You wanna say you would hurt someone? You must ain't been alive that long. You don't know pain. So I say you seem so like smart. I'm not smart. God is the source of intelligence. I'm anointed. Say good head on your shoulders. Good is God. God is good. I got God's head on my shoulders. But I also got free will. And you also got me fucked up. Glory be to God. This the illusion. Play with me in this illusion, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in this illusion. Facts. Somebody say black gods don't shave. Ain't no such thing as black gods. Ain't no such thing as don't shave. Ain't no such thing as you having a conversation here. Stop talking to me, felly. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't respect you. I said free will to drop a fool, free will to act autonomously. 100%. Somebody say you delusional. Family, it don't matter what I am. Whatever I am, I ain't talking to you. You lame for real. Fuck is you talking about? I'm delusional, but you trying to talk to me though. You said you trying to tell me I'm delusional, but you trying to have a conversation with me. I ain't even trying to have a conversation with you. What type of nigga is trying to have a conversation with a delusional person? Somebody said, don't get on here if you can't take the criticism. Family, you shouldn't get on here if you can't take my criticism. Your mama is a whore bag, passed around in the streets that was having sex, thought you was an STD. She didn't even know she was pregnant, boy. She was not trying to have you. So I don't understand what you thinking you saying when you telling me that I need to take criticism, nigga. You gotta take criticism too. That's what your mama do. He said, you don't even know your mama. That's because I'm an immaculate conception. Okay? I know my father. Glory be to God. One father. He who is in heaven. See me? I'm an immaculate conception. Don't matter who my mama is. You know who my father is? Yeah. I'm the king. Son of the king in the bitch. You a son of a bitch. I'm the son of a king. Facts. How ass nigga. Fat boy say, why you speaking back? Because that's the entertainment value of this live. We are the light. We attract flies like you. And we enjoy swatting your stupid, goofy ass. That's why we started the live. So that trolls like you could come in here and give us our entertainment value. Facts. Somebody say, you wouldn't talk about nobody mama in their face. I'll talk about your mama in your face. Bitch ass nigga, your mama is a whore bag cum sucker, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? I'm on YouTube live on my own platform. They'll kick me off this motherfucker for the way I talk to you niggas. And I definitely talk to you about your mama. Nigga, I'll spit in your face. Fuck talking about your mama. Nigga, I'll slap your shit on off the muscle off the rip. Fuck you talking about I wouldn't talk about a nigga mama. I'll do a nigga dirty. I'll die with a nigga. Fuck you talking about? My boy, I'll die with your stupid ass. Fuck you talking about? Fuck your mama, nigga. Fuck everything you talking about. Nigga, them fight words just so we can fight. I don't even need to fight words. I'll just beat your bitch ass up. I'm just using fighting words so you can fight back, but I don't even gotta wait for you to fight. I'll just do you something. Nigga, fuck you talking about? You wanna talk about nobody mama? I don't give a fuck about nobody. Anywhere. Ever. The fuck you talking about? On me. I swear. That shit too easy to me. Fact. I don't know why boys think that shit gonna stay. But God is not a tissue paper, man. I keep trying to tell you boys that, boy. Nah, we not. I ain't scared of nothing. Scared for what, bro? If it's my time, it's my time. Ain't no arguing with that, bro. Plus, a nigga been ready off the rip anyway, nigga. Shit over with. Y'all don't want to die. Nigga, we different. Y'all niggas trying to keep y'all life. Nigga, we not the same. Our psychology completely different. I swear to God, we not the same. Y'all still trying to keep y'all life. Y'all want to live. I ain't on no keeping my life type shit, nigga. I ain't on that. Nigga, that shit over with. I already lost my life. That shit did. Y'all trying to keep y'all life. I already lost my life. That's over with. Somebody say, be a lover, not a fighter. That's some gay ass vaginal shit to do, bitch. I'm not a vagina. I'm not no motherfucking female. This ain't no LGBT shit. You lay your vagina down and be a motherfucking lover, bitch. Fathers are fighters. We go to war. We providers. How the hell we gonna protect if we don't got the skills necessary? You can't be a protector if you ain't never practicing the necessary skills. Fuck you talking about be a lover. Your ass finna get LGBT'd out the fucking game, bitch. No, you be the mama. I'm the daddy. That's over it. Somebody said, stop. You were just talking nice to me. No, you were delusional in an illusion, thinking I was talking to you at all. Don't know you. Don't even know who you are. Don't know your name. Don't know your ethnicity. Don't know your background. I ain't never seen you. I ain't never heard of you. I do not know you. You didn't allow yourself to fall in love with a goddamn illusion. Y'all niggas is weird than a bitch. You know I don't know you. Cut that out. Somebody say, you ain't scaring nothing. I don't care if you scared or not. Being afraid does not save your life. Fuck your fear. It's over with. Somebody says, you were talking about my daughter. Family, you asked me about channeling. Then when a nigga channel, you take that shit personal. It's a channel. Channeling is not personal. It's impersonal. Anybody can channel. Channeling is channeling. You got what God gave you, and then you going to false worship. You stop false worshiping. You idol worshiping. It's not this body. It's not this persona. It's not this character. You think that this body is talking to you? So you think every time you see this body gonna remember the conversation you had? Family, I'm not a part of this body, this lived reality don't got nothing to do with your conversations with God. Somebody says, but why are you being mean? I'm not being mean. You involving yourself in the conversation I'm not having with you because that's how goofy you are. You feel me? Like I'm talking to more people than just you. You think you dominated the conversation like I'm only talking to you. I'm not talking to you. You're not that important. You understand me? You personalizing the conversation I'm having with other people. I'm talking to them. You think I'm being mean to them? I wasn't talking to you when I was talking to them. You put yourself in that conversation. You put yourself in that car because you can't detach yourself. Well, you too. That's what we just got through saying. You fell in the character. You fell in love with the character. Let that shit go. He said, you said it to me. I'm not saying anything to you. I keep telling you, I do not know you. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking out loud. You keep trying to personalize this shit. You're beating yourself up. And the more you whoop your ass, the more it seems like I'm whooping your ass because I'm really like that. When you gave yourself love, your love came to you through me. Now you giving yourself confusion. Your confusion is coming to yourself through me. Control yourself because I was talking to them. All of a sudden, you like, why are you talking to me like that? Wasn't talking to you. Now that I'm talking to you, I got to talk to you like this because this is the way you presented yourself. And said, bye-bye, you need love. Family, I don't need love. I don't care about my daughter being dead. You the one that's up in here fucked up about your dead daughter. Not me, stupid bitch-ass nigga. I'm happily married. I got children that's alive, living in my house, keep coming outside while I'm on live right now, asking me to go do something else. My wife in the house right now. I got a significant other. I got a partner. I got love in my life. What the fuck you talking about? I'm at my house, on my live. I'm doing what I want to do by my choice. I ain't fucked up about nothing. I'm about, do you have kids? Dumbass bitch, I already answered your question. That's why I don't got no respect for you. Not only do I got kids, nigga, I got all y'all. All y'all my kids. Talking about poor kids. Nigga, they're God's kids. If the kids poor, it's a part of God's plan. Nah, don't kick them out street post. Let them get that. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas. Nigga, you got a lack of faith in God's plan. Whatever kids got going on, they got it going on under God's watchful eye. Nigga, facts. I don't understand what y'all think y'all got going on, but God already won the war. So any type of concern that you have is fruitless, useless, lack of faith, fam. Fuck y'all niggas up in here trying to cry about some shit, talking about you got children. Fuck that shit, man. Hell yeah. Somebody say YouTube don't pay enough for this shit. Don't worry about no goddamn YouTube. Somebody say your kids have a crazy dad, bro. The only dad that exists is God. My kids don't have a crazy dad. My kids have God the Father, Matthew 23:9. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all trying to put more on the human than the human can carry. That's why you lost. My children don't have no crazy dad. My children's father is in heaven. Somebody says, yeah, right, you're insane. It don't matter if I'm insane or not. I'm happily living my life. My life happier than yours. Your daughter dead. You fucked up. I'm not. You trying to love a nigga through the motherfucking internet. Not me. This fuck is you talking about? You mad because you don't have an internet romance with me? What the fuck is wrong with you? You stupid. Y'all get out of there. That shit dead. I'm about to say, bro, just stop listening to the haters. Fam, I'm not listening to nobody, not even you. What are you talking about? Family, only God is real. I'm not worried about nothing. How could I be? When my life goes on, I got the rest of my life to live regardless. You feel me? It don't matter what you call it or what you do about it. All I know is I'm alive regardless for the rest of my life. You know that. My boy said, I know you good. Much love. You already know that. That's God. That's automatic. That's just the way that gotta go. Somebody say, ha, 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 CPS. Family, ain't no CPS. If you think that somebody gonna come and raise these children, tell them to hurry the fuck up. Family, I ain't doing no tripping. You talking about CPS. In order for you to use CPS against me, first I'd have to give a fuck. Now, when you find out I don't give a fuck, your joke don't land. Now you gotta try to figure out how to make another joke. Cause you trying to get an egoic response, but at the end of the day, shit don't matter to me. If that's the way that God planned their life to go, nigga, I surrender. I submit to God. I'm obedient. If God want my children to be raised under the state, then God got it. They his children anyway, man. Facts. What the fuck is y'all talking about? God got it. I embrace whatever it is. Somebody say you listening to a religion that oppress your own people. I don't got no people that are oppressed, family. I'm an individual. I'm a king. Your ass believe in people being oppressed. That's your that's your lineage. You talking about a religion that oppress your own people. I don't have no own people. All people are God's people, not mine. Nigga, I'm solo dolo, one deep. I don't give a fuck about no religion oppressing no people. Fuck all them oppressed ass people. They got what they dumb ass deserve. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Real nigga. Facts. They ain't attacking shit, getting their ass beat. Fuck you talking about? KOG, knockouts guaranteed. In the spirit and in the street. Ain't nobody in human history that can fuck with me. Nigga, that shit dead. This nigga talking about the same religion that oppressed your people. Set your weird ass up, lame ass nigga, slave ass nigga, fuck wrong with these niggas. Somebody says, so you black, but somehow ended up over in America. Family, I'm not black. You stupid, you carnal-minded reject. You trying to use your 5 physical senses to sense descriptions. Black is a description. I'm not a description. Black is a color. I'm not black. Wrong color. What are you even thinking you talking about? You're an idiot in actual life. Then a nigga said how you ended up over in America. Family, you don't know what America is. You calling shit what somebody taught you to call it because you a slave, boy. You think how somebody taught you to think. You don't think on your own. You calling shit what somebody else called it. You none know what you talking about. That boy said, you black. Boy, your ass dumb. Using words that your master gave you to trap you in a psychology defined by words you don't even know what you saying. Fuck you gonna call me black. That's how stupid you are. That's what I'm saying. See this here? This black. That's how dumb you so stupid you can't engage in a healthy long-term conversation, bro. You not him, bro. You gotta let that shit go. That shit lame. Somebody say, oh, so you white then, family. This color right here, this is white, family. See that? That's how dumb you are. You think I'm one of these. You think I'm one of these. That's where your mind is, limited, low-level thinking ass nigga. This nigga can only think black or white. This nigga don't even know what the fuck going on in reality. Look, nigga. They say, if you not black, then you must be white. Nah, neither. Neither, nigga. This motherfucker slow than a hoe. Somebody said, I'm white. You not white. You're stupid. How the fuck you gonna be a description? Y'all niggas retarded. I'm not human. How can I be a human description? I'm not even a human body. I'm the operator of this vessel. This a vehicle. This a toy. This technology. I'm not this motherfucking vessel, nigga. This temple is God's temple. This body is God's church. I'm not even this body. And you think that I am the description of the body? Y'all niggas real two-dimensional, slow ass niggas. I said, would you rather eat or shut your bitch ass up? I'd rather die. Fuck, nigga. I choose death. Fuck wrong with you. Somebody say, why you chimping out? What the fuck is that, little ass culture? I'm not a part of your culture. I don't know what that shit mean. You gotta explain that to me. That boy said, why you chimping out? How you think that that shit means something to anybody outside of your small little bitty ass lunch table, nigga? I don't eat lunch with you weak, weird ass niggas. The fuck you using your little jargon like I supposed to know what you mean? Explain yourself. My boy said, and another one bites the dust. Somebody said, please stop swearing. No. If you want me to stop swearing, then leave the sound of my voice. Why you can't just leave the sound of my voice? Why you gotta be all up under my voice telling me what I can and cannot say for your hearing pleasure? Nigga, fuck your pleasure. Nigga, I'd rather you die. I'd rather you be a dead thing than for me to be your pleasure. Somebody say, how many times a year do you wash your hair? Never. Somebody say, you're very cute. I'm the image of God. Somebody say, get out your mama's basement. I don't got no mama. That shit dead. Somebody say, I see they got homie in clapback mode. Yup, clapback mode activated. Somebody say, because you are on the public platform. Yeah, I came to kill the public. This is a public execution. Somebody say, what do you wish on anyone to die? It's a very evil thing to say. Now, when you die, you make it to heaven. Shut your dead ass up and get your ass through that port, through that star gate, bitch. Die and go to heaven, hoe ass nigga. You think me telling you to die is evil because you a coward, afraid to die. You scary. Shut your scared ass up. You gonna die anyway. This nigga fucked up because I told him to die like he not gonna die regardless. Bitch, you gonna die like everybody else, hoe ass nigga. Facts. This nigga scared to die, gonna die any goddamn way. Somebody say, you are actually pretty funny. Glory be to God. That's between you and your sense of humor. Somebody said, nobody knows where they're going, you idiot. Your ass is going where you came from, stupid dumbass. Everybody know that. It's called common sense. You gonna go back where you came from, dumb bitch. The fuck? They say, nobody knows where they going. You going back where you came from. Fuck, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Are you dumb? Apparently so. Shit, weird in the hoe. You know, I says, wow, you're so wise. Whatever, bitch. I am anointed. 1 John 2:27. All right? I am anointed. 1 John 2:27. Facts. That's love. I appreciate that subscription. Y'all subscribe. Somebody said, God gave us life and he gonna take it. It's his. He can do whatever he want with it. Appreciate that love. That's love for sure. For sure. Kingdom come for sure. Easy work. Appreciate that love, Ada. Y'all subscribe. Put some love on the live. Oh, we ready? Oh, what, you just put stuff in the car?
No, I'm doing this in the
All right. Your mama said she want me to drive. I was finna try to go live on Instagram.
So she just lay down.
She lay down?
Yeah, she's in the bed.
Or she get some rest? What we need
But
from
she's
you?
not asleep.
What we need from HEB?
Like some food.
Oh.
We don't have anything.
Dang. So we gotta go shopping. Okay.
And also, I need to use my phone isn't working. And it won't even let me text Arnold no more. Like, it won't let me send the text.
Alright, well, tell your mama we gonna go tomorrow.
I didn't tell her.
Huh?
She told me to tell you.
Yeah, that way, cause we been supposed to get the other one, but she gonna have to get you hers though. We gotta go get the other one, cause we need to be able to anyway. So boom, we'll just go do it tomorrow. My baby girl. My baby girl. Somebody said, damn, go help your girl out. That's my daughter. That's my baby girl. Somebody say, you look so kind. God bless your soul. Glory to God. Facts. My boy, Mr. Harry Potter said you got this. Facts. What up, though? Jedi Mind for sure. You already know that, though. Somebody say, be a real man. No, I'd rather be God. Say, and a provider. Definitely, God is the only provider, not some mooch. I'm a part of God's plan. Letting your daughter take care of you. My daughter got to take care of herself. That's crazy? No, that's not crazy. It's called teamwork. It's called home training. It's called being a part of a family. You must not have a family. You must never been a part of a family because your mama was a pastor around the streets. You didn't have your father. You didn't have a family. See, being a real man is allowing your children to become self-sufficient, learn how to take care of themselves through practice and progress. That's all. Yeah. Every member of the family is a sovereign individual contribution. Somebody say, you're not a man. I'm not. I'm God. Somebody say, you a mooch. No, you jealous because I live better than you. That's all. That's facts. I don't understand. Somebody say, who pays the bills? God. God pay the bills. One love, solo dolo for shit show. Facts. God does his works through me. God does his works through all of us, through everybody involved. God, glory be to God. It's God's will, not mine. Somebody said, how? What you mean, how? Somebody say, how many chicken you eat today? I don't eat chicken. Somebody says, you a fool for wasting your time. Oh, yeah, they definitely fools. You know that? Somebody say, you are hardly God. It don't matter how hard it is. I'm God regardless. Somebody said, One Piece character. Facts. For sure. If Jesus is God, who was he praying to? We all pray to ourselves, family. We all are motivating ourselves. We are all raising ourselves. We're all pep talking. Yeah, it's us, family. Yeah, we pick ourselves up. That's it. We're just talking to our higher self. You understand me? And my baby putting that work in over there. Somebody say, you are a human being. Why you think I'm a human being? What makes you think that I'm a human being? What up, though, Patrice? Appreciate that love. Somebody say, you are a servant of God, not God. You are a human being. What you mean I'm a human being? Why you say that? I'm much more God than I am human. I'm much more God than I am human. I've been God longer than I've been human. I was God before I was human. I'm God when I'm done being human. So what do you mean that I'm not God, I'm human? Why would you say that? Oh, because your slave master taught you to think that you are a slave. That's what a slave master would teach. Of course your slave master would teach you to think as a slave thinks. Somebody said, we are your master. If you're my master, then why you so lame? If you have slaves, then why you in the comment section? What you doing in the comment section? I was just saying, that shit crazy, ain't it? They say, we are your master from the comment section. Family, you hate yourself, family. If I say, you dancing for our entertainment, I haven't even got out of my seat. Family, what you mean I'm dancing? This is for my entertainment. I started this live for my entertainment. You're in my comment section for my entertainment. I don't even understand how you think I'm tap dancing for your entertainment when I started the live. You didn't start the live, Goofy. This wasn't your idea. What are you talking about, guy? You in my world. You in my comment section. What are you talking about? People stupid. Next. Mere mortals. That's the best your little ego got. Facts, man. Somebody say, who is us, gang? What you mean, who is us? God is. God is us. Somebody say, who is us, gang? God is. Somebody say, get a job. I got a job. This is what I do when I get off work. Somebody says, do you pee and shit? You're a human being. Stop it. Cats pee and shit. So you saying that cats are human? Dolphins pee and shit. So you saying that dolphins are human? Like, what are you talking about? Somebody says, fellas, get a job. Otherwise, you might end up doing YouTube Live. The internet has access to abundance. A job is a finite agreed amount. Somebody say, go learn a skill. Good Lord. Go learn a skill for what? Go learn a skill for what? Somebody said, you're adorable. Glory be to God. Somebody said, oh, I don't know, to make your life better. My life is better. Somebody says, to build. I build regardless. Somebody says, Kale God, what are your finest skills? Being God. Somebody says, those are creatures. No, those are God. Things pee and shit because God pees. Because God shits. Everything that pees, pees because that's what God does. God is peeing. Somebody said they come to your channel questioning you. Yeah, I don't know why they want to come in my house questioning me. I kick their ass out. But, you know, shit entertaining right now, so it's cool. All creatures do what God does because it's God doing it. So, yeah. I am God. Somebody said, actually, God doesn't pee. False. God does pee. Somebody said, God is water. God is all things. Somebody said, we can't hold water. We hold water. Somebody say, where are you in the USA? Texas. The Lone Star. Somebody say, must I worship you as my God? You can't worship me. You're not qualified to worship me. Just stick with God. Somebody say, you're not even a proper citizen. I would never be a proper anything that you are a part of. Fuck you and everybody that rock with you. First and foremost. There is no wrong God. There is only one God. Other than the one God, there is no other God to worship at all. I said, how does one become qualified to worship you, KO God? You got to kill yourself. You got to die. It's called crucifixion, resurrection. You got to give your life to God. Somebody say, I don't want to be crucified. Well, then you don't qualify. How you going to be Christ if you don't get crucified? You don't qualify. You know why Christ qualifies? Because Christ got crucified. That's it. Crucifixion is the only way. If you are afraid to be Christ, somebody say, okay, I'm out. I guess, yeah, get your fuck ass out of here. We don't fuck with fuck niggas. If your stupid, goofy ass, a coward ass rat, you trying to push the RICO on niggas. We not with none of you CIA, FBI informants. Nigga, fuck all y'all weak ass trying to infiltrate the grassroots movement. Nigga, nah. If your ass is afraid to give your life up, then fuck is you doing over here? Nigga, you a coward for shit show. Nigga, say, I'm not a coward, I just don't want to be crucified. Only cowards don't want to be crucified. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? It is an honor to be crucified. Nigga, it is a rite of passage to be crucified. Only bum-ass fuck niggas want to stay with the degenerates, non-playable character. What type of nigga want to live with the zombies? Nigga, we trying to qualify for heaven. Your ass trying to qualify for earth. Nigga, keep your lame ass on earth. Fuck, nigga. We live in the spirit. We not trying to live in the flesh with you weak ass niggas. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas just want to fuck on shit. Food, fucking, and fighting. That's all y'all care about. Food, fucking, and fighting. Lame ass human. Humanoid, reptilian, shape-shifting bitch. Hoe ass nigga talking about some, I don't want to be crucified. If you don't want to be Christ, you ain't right. And if you ain't right, you a hoe. Shut your hoe ass up, nigga. If it ain't Christ, then it ain't right. Fuck, nigga. If you afraid to be Christ, I'ma beat your ass in real life. If you bring your non-Christ ass around me, I'ma fuck all over you. Fuck, nigga. Facts, nigga. If you don't want to be Christ, stay out of my life before I turn off your lights. Facts, nigga. Weird ass nigga talking about he don't want to be Christ. Nigga, if you don't want to be Christ, I'ma crucify your motherfucking ass for shit show. So don't come around me. You gonna get a crucifixion coming around me. I said, maybe if you turn off my lights, then I could worship you. I would never accept your worship. You is a coward. What are you talking about? I would never accept your compliments. I would never accept your insults. I would never accept your opinions. I would never accept your advice. I would never accept you in my life. You could never worship me because you could never be worthy of me. You're not worthy if you're not Christ. Only Christ is worthy. My boy said, you don't have to accept it, but I'm still going to give it to you. If you try to give me something that I don't accept, you trying to rape me. Family, before you will rape me, your ass is going to get murdered. I'm a living murderer. And they said, against your will. I'm alive for the rest of your life. Come rape me if you can, my boy. Come try to give me something against my will. I'm ready. I ain't doing no tripping. Come try that shit. Come give it to me then. You know where I'm at. Yeah, come give it to me. I'm going to give you something. It's going to be a mutual exchange. There's going to be some transmutation going on. It's going to be some equivalent exchange. Somebody say, hey, let's go get hamburger together. All right, let's go. Let's go get hamburgers together. Facts. I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm on Cullen and Brinkley Street. I'm waiting on you. Somebody say, why you full of rage and anger? Because that's what keep me safe. Rage and anger keep me away from fuck niggas. Facts. So, yeah, pop out. Somebody say, are you sure it's not the schizophrenia? I don't have doubt. You the one asking for surety. You the one that's insecure. You asking to be secured. Are you sure? You the one that's expressing doubt. That's a lack of faith. All I'm saying is pull up and I'm going to give you what I got for you, fam. So come get that. Then you say you was going to do something that I didn't want you to do. Come do that. Somebody says, I'm not sure about anything. Oh, then that means you're a heathen. You're faithless. You're a wanderer. You're a lost soul. You're not sure about anything. You're a wanderer. Somebody say that's what happened when they grew up with no parents. Facts. That boy not sure of anything. That's over with. I don't care what he do, where he at with it. I ain't gonna lie to him. Somebody said get crucified the way Jesus did. Family, I get crucified every single day. Like Jesus do. I am Jesus, fool. I ain't tripping on being crucified because that's just a daily reality. I live in pain. You can't, there's no greater pain than the pain that I live in. Somebody said people just be talking. They all talking because my pain is pain. Pain is pain. It's maxed out, family. Ain't no more pain. Somebody says, you know, since I got you here, would you explain what you mean by crucifixion? It means let go of your human life. It means sacrifice your human life to be the Christ. I mean, as long as you still trying to be human, you lost. Because you can't be human. Spirit. In spirit and in truth. Crucifixion means crossover from your past life into your true life with God. Crucifixion means die to your ego. Let your ego die. Let your ego experience death. Somebody says, I think you might be confused about things. That's because you're still trying to think. I don't have to think. God already gave us the solution. You thinking about it, God already decreed it. It is what it is, whether you think or not. Thinking is not making a difference. It is what it is. Somebody said he gave his life for us so we don't have to feel the same pain. False. You gonna feel the same pain regardless. Somebody say, well, you got me there. I ain't got you anywhere. All glory be to God. You confusing yourself. You looking for trauma because that's what you believe in. You don't believe in clarity. Somebody say, do you think it hurts really bad? You experience pain already. It hurts as much as you know it hurts from your own experience. Like I mean, physical pain. You've felt the pain yourself. How do you not know pain? Somebody says, do you have all the answers? Yes, I do. Somebody say, I have some medical issues that cause me some pains. Pain is pain, family. If you feel pain for whatever reason you feel pain, that's what pain feel like. No more, no less. It is what it is. Somebody say, do you charge for some answers? I'm answering you right now. You just a little stupid. Too stupid to get the answers to the questions you asked. Somebody said, once you repent and accept his love, there is no pain, only forgiveness. False. There is still pain, because we ain't dumb. You don't go dumb. You don't go numb, nigga. Fuck. Somebody said, if you got all the answers, maybe you should get paid for them. That's because you worship money. I don't do nothing for money. I don't focus on trying to figure out how to be me for some money. That's you trying to figure out how to change your life to get the money. I'm good already. I don't work for money. I don't tap dance for money. I don't change my life for money. I don't sell my soul for money. I don't sell my ass for money. I don't sell answers for money. I don't sell God for money. I don't nothing. I said, man, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Yeah, it's called your past life. Your entire past life is wrong. That's why it's called your new life. Be a new creature in Christ. Get right. If it ain't Christ, it ain't right. You've been wrong the whole time. You wasn't operating as Christ. And until you operate as Christ, you still wrong. Get right. Be Christ for the rest of your life. Money come to me easily. Money come to me naturally. Money come. Money go. Glory be to God. Somebody said Jesus was. Family, Jesus is. We ain't worried about was. This timeless. This eternal. This eternal. This eternity. Jesus is. That boy talking about Jesus was. Jesus is. Somebody say, are you a Mormon? Family, I am God. I'm a free thinker. Freedom of speech. Somebody says, then what did Jesus do for you? I am Jesus. Somebody say, I'm really interested in your philosophies of life. Well, then I'm going to have to put them into a course so y'all boys can donate to the course and get your life right. I'll teach y'all the class. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm going to have to set up a speaking engagement. All right? I'm going to have to go stand on the podium for y'all boys. Somebody said, hey, Jesus, will you tell me that you love me when I die? Why are you worried about when you die? That's how we know you a coward that don't believe in God. You still worried about dying. You lame for real, gay ass nigga. Then they're talking about when I die. Shut your scary ass up, hoe ass nigga. Worried about death. Nigga, live your motherfucking life. This nigga more worried about death than living. Say, because you're not gonna tell me that you love me now. Damn, now you over here just self-abusive. You just abusing yourself. You're not gonna tell me you love. You trying to reverse psychology love out of a nigga. That shit is sad, boy. You a traumatized child. Yo ass a real life traumatized child. You trying to reverse psychology love? That shit madness. Is that, oh, I'm not worried about death. I just want to be told someone loves me. Why, nigga? Fuck everybody. Somebody say love isn't real anyway. Nigga, who cares? Why the fuck is you up in this bitch whining about nothing? Somebody say, what does shut your bitch ass up mean? It means shut your bitch ass up, you whining crybaby. Don't nobody give a fuck about that violin, sad ass story talking about, I just want somebody to tell me that they love me. Love isn't real anyway. Who cares? Nigga, fuck you and fuck whoever love you. Nigga, both y'all gonna die. Fuck you and everybody that'll ever love you. Nigga, I hope all y'all die together. Fuck nigga talking about something when I die. Will you tell me you love me? No, fuck you. I swear, that boy out of there. Funk Congress, nigga, fuck you. You don't get no responses up in here. Niggas is ignoring you. We don't respect you. We don't like you. We don't want to hang out with you, and we don't want to talk to you. You get no love. We don't love you. No one loves you. Somebody said a lot of hate from God. Yeah, it's a lot of whatever you need. Facts. Yeah, it's a lot of whatever you need. You need love, you get love. You need hate, you get hate. A whole lot of whatever. You feel me? Whole lot of whatever. Somebody say fragile mind from God. Yeah, it's called human. The human mind is fragile. Facts. The human mind need God for that exact reason. Because the human mind is fragile, it need God. The human mind is fragile, my boy. That's why we need God. You feel me? Glory be to God. My boy K Cell said, thanks for the views. Facts, man. I'm finna bust this move. Look at these goddamn cats trying to take over my house, bruh. Who are y'all, bruh? Why you, what in the eyes? Look at the soul. Look at the soul. Look at the soul. You don't even look happy being a cat, fool. Your ass got reincarnated as a cat. You don't even like that shit. Look at your goofy ass. You should have lived a better human. Don't look away now, hoe ass nigga. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You ain't want to come back as a cat, huh? That's what you get. You better goddamn do right. Look at this nigga over here falling asleep. Wake your ass up. Y'all talking to you. Y'all all asleep in front of my goddamn door. I don't know y'all. Why y'all over here? Don't be winking at me. The boy over here falling asleep. How you gonna fall asleep and I need to go in my house? Somebody said, you just said that you are God, so now you human? Say, how are we God but human? It don't add up. What? You don't know how that you are the thinker and the doer? You don't know how you are a thinker and an actor? Bro, you got to pay attention. That boy said, how are we God and human? It don't add up. That's the only thing that adds up. First of all, your thoughts become your actions. Before you have actions, you have thoughts that don't add up. You stupid. That boy, how are we God and human? How are we thinkers and doers? What? What? And what said there's a spider on your head. And it says, I don't know slang. I don't know what you're saying. What are you talking? There's a motherfucking spider on your motherfucking head. Dee-dee-dee-boom-be-doom-bop. I'm a Scotman. You just said I'm God, so I'm never wrong. Then you effed up, and your response was I'm human. First of all, you dry, because I ain't effed up nothing. What are you talking about? I fucked up, bitch, nigga. I can't fuck up. What fuck up is you talking about? Ain't no fuck up. And even if you said human, nigga, the human is still an aspect of God. It don't matter. There is no separation outside of the illusion. Family, the body is God. Everything is God. God is everything. Every human is God. God became human. God became flesh. There is no human without God. There is nothing without God. Everything is God. What are you talking about? You just slow for real. Somebody say, but you just said you're human, so you're flawed. Humans are not flawed. Humans are perfect expressions of God. You just want to abuse yourself so bad, bro. Like, we are perfect. We are not flawed. There is no flaw in God. What are you talking about, bro? God is perfect. Therefore, everything God does is perfect. God is perfect. Therefore, everything God made is perfect. God is perfect. Therefore, all of God's creatures and creations are perfect. Family, you want a problem to exist because you have a problem with your ego. You and your ego are below. Bitch, you a fuck nigga for real. You trying to make a toxic relationship where ain't no trauma bond, family. We are God as humans. Humans are the derivative of God. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was God. The Word became flesh. The Word being God, God became flesh.
Maybe I'll fly around the corner.
Okay. Somebody said this guy making up his own Christianity. Christianity is one religion. What are you talking about? This is not own Christianity, family. This is just free speech, free thought. That's it. Somebody says, if we're perfect, then why do we choke on food and drink? Because you're stupid. You need practice. You need refinement. You need awareness, consciousness. You need to stop being so goddamn dumb. Somebody say, how can an alpha and omega have a beginning or end? Alpha means beginning. Omega means end. You're stupid. You're saying, how can the beginning and end have a beginning or end? Family, you don't understand language. Your stupidity is your own. That's facts. These people just lost in their own stupidity. Somebody say, humans are not God. That's inaccurate. No, that is accurate. It's called, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was God. The Word became flesh. That's John. What are you talking about? God is the Word that became flesh. God became flesh. God became human. What are you talking about? Somebody said the flesh means Jesus. Yeah, we're all Jesus. We all the flesh. That's right. Jesus Christ. God in the flesh. Next. Dougie said, I see trolls will always be trolls. That's why you free, Dougie. You get to live the rest of your life troll free because you know that trolls do what trolls do forevermore. Somebody says, how do you become confident about yourself? You say, fuck everybody else. Give God all the glory. Yeah, give God all the glory. That's all. Somebody say, how do you become confident in yourself? Say, fuck everybody else and give God the glory. All glory be to God in his story. Learn God's law and use God's law as an intelligent individual. What up, though, Zyro? Somebody say using God's name in vain. You can't use God's name in vain. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. You cannot use God's name in vain. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. You can't use God's name in vain. That's dead. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Read it and weep. Boy, somebody using God's name in vain. You can't use God's name in vain. That's over with. Somebody said, am I God? Are you not? Somebody said, am I God? Are you not? My boy said, listen to the last half of the verse. The last half of what verse? The last half of what verse? Somebody says, Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Somebody said, which verse opens up your mind? John 10:34. John 10:34. You cannot use God's name in vain. That's just something you cannot do. Copy and paste Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 in the chat. Come on. Copy and paste Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 in the chat. Copy and paste Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. And we're going to have a group read. Y'all want to read Galatians chapter 6, verse 7? Copy and paste it in the chat. Zyro posted it. What Kevin at? Kevin, where you at? You want me to read Galatians chapter 6, verse 7? Bring it. Shout out to Zyro. He already put it in the chat. That's what I'm saying. You cannot use God's name in vain. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. Where you at? Where you at? See what happened when you get them boys direct access to the truth? Poof. That boy Kev dipped out. What happened? Gave that boy the Bible verse and that boy disappeared on the nigga talking about I'm waiting. Kevin, we waiting. We waiting on you. Fact, they disappear. Ain't that crazy? That's madness. They could at least give a nigga some respect, give a nigga some kudos, some props or something. That boy said, you using God's name in vain. I said, you can't use God's name in vain. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. He said, you didn't read it all. We read it all. Somebody say he's searching. He's searching to try to disprove me. And all he gonna do is prove that I am God. Why he mad that I am God? It's crazy work. Might say he trying to make a comeback. A comeback. Man, he ain't coming back fast enough. Where that boy go? But that boy dead. That boy dead wood. That boy dead, boy. Whew. All right, y'all. Well, hey. We done stepped on all the trolls. That boy dead. That boy up out of here. So, hey. Any other scriptures y'all want us to bust down? We'll bust down the scripture. What scripture y'all want me to explain to you before I go? I'm finna go. Anybody want some explanation on the scripture? I'm finna dip. Nobody? Everybody straight? Everybody good? Everybody good? All right. Awaken the God within. God is within you as your own true identity. Disclaimer. Only God is real. Everything else is for entertainment and therapeutic purposes only. Do what you do, but watch my shoes. I'm a big stepper. I will step on you in spirit and in truth. Book link in the description. The book is on Amazon. Click the link in the live, in the description of this live and get you one, man. Waking the God within, man. Hey, do not get confused, but you do have free will, so that's on you. Do what you do, but watch my shoes, because I am a big stepper. Big stepper in spirit and in truth, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This has been a wonderful episode of the Godcast. Big G-O-D. God is real. Respect God. Respect God's law. Stay in alignment with God, and you'll be all right, man. But you definitely got to respect God and respect God's law. Even God cannot break God's law. Facts. Even God does not break God's law. That's facts. Glory be to God, man. See y'all on the next episode of the Godcast. It's love. Stay woke. So stay woke. Because when you close your eyes, looking at us. Fast, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all the Mars in the chat, man. K-Cell, Street Post, the Omen. You know what I'm saying? Zaro. Everybody in the building, man. It's love, man. I'll see y'all on the next episode. We out.